goodness. This show sucks, folks. This show sucks. We got a pay-per-view in 2 weeks. Tony Khan thinks it's all right to only have 2 matches announced. It's great, man. That's fantastic, man. If I see that show on the 25th go longer than 4 hours, we got a fucking problem. Trying to find the story anywhere in this company is like trying to find Waldo. Where the fuck is he? Where is it? I don't know. This show was so boring tonight, Jesse fell asleep during the main event. You don't believe me? Ask him yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go into the venue. I got my cold beverage. Hopefully you guys got yours as well. Ice cold. And when I get there on this Wednesday night, I want to know, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there.
Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard on Monday and Friday night? Long-term booking.
What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining us right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Dynamite Post Show for May 7th, 2025. I am your host, JD from New York. As always, coming to you live from the OTS venue inside my mother's basement. Thank you guys so very much for joining us on this Wednesday evening, wherever you may be, joined by the one who is now awake, Chi-Town Smart. Jesse, what's going on, man?
Not much, bro. How you feel, man?
I don't know, man. I heard you fell asleep during the main event, bro.
Nah, not true. I'm a big ball of energy, bruh.
You're a big
All
ball.
excitement.
Man, don't lie to me, man. Jon Moxley was on TV, man. You can't be a ball of energy.
Oh, come on, man. Was it really that bad?
Yes, it was. Yes, okay. It was fucking boring, bro.
I started when the show started, I took my notepad, right here, and I titled a column "Things That I Like About the Show."
Okay.
And I started the list, and I got one thing down on the list, man.
Jesse has one thing he likes tonight, folks. That's better than nothing. It's better than nothing, but for a 2-hour show, I would say that's pretty lowbrow, bro.
I wrote down nothing negative. I wrote down the things that I liked on the show. The things that, and I didn't force it. The things that, like, it happened, I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of like that. And I wrote it down. And that was it. Ooh, wait, there was another one. Hold on. You write it down. Hold on.
While you do that, I got a couple of VIPs in the chat right now, and they're going crazy. Oh, my goodness.
Drink a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers. Oh, no. 5 beers. Oh, no. 6 beers. 7 beers. 8 beers. 9 beers. And a Bloody Mary.
Oh, my goodness. Duffy with a $100 super chat on my way home from the show. The Detroit crowd made the show better than it really was. It's just me getting out of the house on a weekday. Can't wait to hear your thoughts, JD. OTS for life. And Dylan comes in with a $100 super chat. Hey, guys, fuck this show. Screw AEW, especially screw Tony Khan. We should all dance to some 80s and 90s and watch Aussie Rules for 2 freaking hours instead of this hot garbage. And if you got a problem with that...
And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you!
Absolutely, Dovey and Dylan, thank you guys very much. Thank you guys very much. All the love and support tonight. I'm already feeling the energy, man. I'm feeling good vibes tonight in the venue, so thank you guys very, very, very much. Jesse, what's that second thing you got on that list there?
Toni Storm was on the show.
This is correct. Yes.
Toni Storm was on the show.
Yes, Tony's assets were on the show, bro.
She religiously gets the biggest pop of the night, man.
She does. It's a great point every week, you know?
Yep.
I don't know, man. Genuinely, you guys want to know how I'm feeling, man? I wish I was playing Destiny 2 all night, man, instead of watching this fucking steaming pile of boredom. I'm gonna leave it to this guy. I'm gonna let Jesse guide us on where we go tonight, man. I don't know what you want me to say, man. What do we talk about? What do we really dive into, man? What do we sink our teeth into, man? What are we excited about coming out of this show tonight?
All right. I'll play my ace. I'll play the one thing I do have, the one thing that I, genuinely.
Please don't say Toni Storm.
Well, no, I already played that one.
Okay.
And what's wrong with Toni Storm? You don't like Toni Storm?
She's not in a story, bro.
No, she's not. Sort of.
No.
But no, she's not.
No, not really.
No, not really.
No.
But so one thing that happened, tonight that I did look at and see this like the second time that they, dove into it. I'm kind of like, I like this. I like the pairing of Ricochet with the Bucks.
It does feel organic.
Yes, thank you. That's exactly what I was. I feel like their gimmicks are pretty much in the same wavelength. They got chemistry, and if they were to do a trios team with those 3 right there, I think that would be really, really, really good for a heel trios team to go for the trios titles right there.
You are correct. I think they gel very well together. I think they mesh character-wise very well together. Outside of that, there really isn't anything there. There's no story. There really is no interest at all. They seemingly have dropped they didn't really drop, but they haven't really progressed, is a better way to put it. They really haven't progressed the Bucks and Swerve thing at all. There's no dialogue for weeks now, so it's like,
Right.
it's what we came here for, man. Well, you know, coming out of Dynasty, we were waiting for an explanation. They gave one. It was fucking absolutely ridiculously terrible. And then they never went back to it again because they knew it was fucking terrible. And we haven't gotten a single piece of dialogue since that one show on Dynamite following Dynasty. We got nothing. Tonight we got a little something where the Bucks were interviewed, or they were in front of a camera. They were cutting a promo for this 6-man tag team match that we got tonight, which was basically a rerun of last week's 8-man tag. And they walked into their dressing room, and in the dressing room were the Death Riders just sitting there.
Right.
Nothing was said. It was just a visual. They were sitting in the dark like they were fucking reading bedtime stories to each other, ghost stories to each other. And that was it. Nothing was really made of it. And that's it. It's just another week of just no dialogue. So how am I supposed to care? You missed something. You missed something in the main event?
I thought I missed something like in that regard. I thought maybe they addressed that meeting or that confrontation that they had in that locker. I thought maybe that happened in the main event or something, but I was wondering what came of it. Like, why were they in the locker room? What happened?
You would think if they actually had a brain and capability of writing, they would have played that story out throughout the duration of this 2-hour show. Instead, we got it for 15 seconds, and now we got to wait another week for what is probably going nowhere. So,
well, if the MJF Hurt Syndicate story has taught us anything, we will not get a conclusion next week.
no.
They'll drag it out for a seamlessly way too long before they give us any kind of conclusion.
Ridiculous. I mean, I'll get into it in a second. We got like a fucking nuke over here, man. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Best in the world, Matt, with a $500 super chat. Was gonna save this for Saturday when I will be in St. Louis for Backlash, but here we go. I really appreciate both you and Jesse for what you do here on Wednesday nights. AEW is unbearable and probably the biggest missed opportunity in the history of professional wrestling. Let's reach that goal, OTS fam, and have some fun during the All-In live stream. Oh, my goodness.
I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers. Oh, no. 5 beers. Oh, no. 6 beers. 7 beers. 8 beers. 9 beers. And a Bloody Mary.
Holy shit, Matt. Thank you so very much, brother. We're gonna break this goal before we even get into the fucking actual review, man. Holy shit. What am I talking about? We'll talk about it in a little bit. But Matt, thank you so very much, man. That is a tremendous piece of business right there. Thank you to Dovey as well. And thank you to everybody else that's here tonight. We got Dylan as well. And I see you with the 50 MGM ballin'. Thank you very much, guys. You guys are absolutely tremendous and make Wednesdays an absolute can't miss. So, the Bucks, Jesse, we got no dialogue. We got yet another all-star tag team match. It wasn't branded as one this week, but it was basically the same match that we got last week with the 8-man tag. The only difference is no Okada and Swerve was in this match tonight. Anything else that you really want to talk about, man? Was there anything outside the Bucks and the Death Riders and the barely anything we got in that story, progressing that story? Is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything else that caught your interest tonight?
To be honest, not much, man. No, not really.
Is there a reason why? Is it just a lack of interesting stories, man? Is it really that bottom of the barrel just not interesting?
It's always creative.
It's always creative.
It's always creative. There's a couple of different elements to enjoying a pro wrestling show. You have to enjoy the talent on the roster. You need to enjoy commentary because, like it or not, commentary is a huge fact. Commentary is the voice you're going to be hearing throughout the entire show.
Absolutely agree.
So you have the talent, you have commentary, and you have creative. All right. So creative in AEW has been very poor for a very long time. The talent in AEW, for pretty much, I'm trying to think of like something like an anomaly, but for the most part, talent in AEW, I enjoy it all. I enjoy the talent because I know what they're capable of. And it's hard seeing that when you got to fight through the creative that they are given, but I mean, I can see that they have an extremely talented roster, so I do enjoy that. The commentary is 50-50 for me. I mean, it really is hit or miss. Some days here or there. Like, for instance, Collision, last week, they had Adam Cole on commentary for the whole show. I don't know why.
You know what? I watched Collision. I did because I went out during the day and I came home and there was nothing else for me to watch. So I figured I'd watch a comedy on Saturday night. I thought that there was a fucking corpse on commentary, bro. I didn't even know who that was for the first half an hour of the show. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah. One would think that Adam Cole would be great on commentary. That is not true. That is not true. I don't know what the hell happened there. I don't know why they decided they needed Adam Cole on commentary for the entire night. You know, if you want to put him on during a segment, you know, during a match, sure. I'm sure you can add to that said match or whatnot, but to just have him on for the full show with no explanation why, and I just wasn't digging it. I wasn't digging it. So that's one of the things about it. The talent I always enjoy. Commentary, I don't know, hit or miss. Creative is always bad. So it's a huge coin flip on whether or not I'm going to enjoy an AEW show, and tonight just wasn't it for me.
I agree. I'll get into that in a second, but David Thiering just put us over the top, man. Holy shit.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers. Oh, no. 5 beers. Oh, no. 6 beers. 7 beers. 8 beers. 9 beers. And a Bloody Mary.
Oh, my goodness. David Thiering with a $300 super chat. He puts us over the goal for tonight already. David Thiering coming in clutch. I was going to say, let's lock the mask up for 2 hours, but best in the world, Matt beat me to the punch. So let's lock this up for the entire stream. Had a feeling this was coming, seeing the mask on your social media early today. The Celtics-Knicks game was more fun than Dynamite tonight, honestly. Hashtag OTS for life, David Thiering. David fucking Thiering, man, with a $300 super chat. Unbelievable. Thank you guys very much for all the support, man. It is truly humbling and unbelievable that you guys show up every single time on Wednesdays and every single night, honestly, right here on the stream. So thank you guys very much. I agree with Jesse. Wholeheartedly. This is a company, and I don't want to get too ranty here because I would actually like to wrap this review up just as quick as we did last week's. I look at AEW and I look at a company that just does not want to grow. They refuse to grow. And as a fan, as a watcher, as an avid viewer every single week, it is incredibly frustrating to see a company with so much talent refusing to grow. We talked about something last night on the show on TNT, me and Solid Monster. And it's so simple that a fucking blind man could see that it was the right thing to do. And as a business, a thriving, growing business, they could have absolutely fucking killed what I'm about to say. Harley Cameron has this puppet, Mercedes puppet. And an actual fan of the show, an actual fan of Mercedes and Harley, is making, by hand himself, puppets. Because AEW has refused to put puppets on their shop. And he's making these puppets, and whatever materials he has, he's going to make an abundance of puppets. And he said he's going to donate all the proceeds to a charity of Harley or Mercedes, or I think both of them collectively, charities of Harley and Mercedes choice. And he's going to donate all the proceeds and all the sales of these puppets. Why hasn't AEW done something to get puppets out there so that fans could buy puppets and support Harley and support Mercedes and just have fun with that? And it brings me back to what Punk said on Ariel Helwani, which is going to live in infamy until the day this company fucking dies. This is not This is not a company predicated on making money. This is not a real business. There's that alone. You see that this is a company that hates everything that comes along with running an actual fucking company, running an actual business. I don't know.
The highest paid talent in AEW history.
Who's the highest paid talent in AEW? I couldn't tell. Mercedes, probably. If I was to take a stab at it, Mercedes. No? The Young Bucks?
No, who ever, all time.
CM Punk.
That company doesn't want to make what?
Company doesn't want to make money.
But they paid him a lot of...
Bro, don't get me started, man. He still is and will ever be their biggest star. Give me a break, man. They were doing record pay-per-view business with him there, bro. What are you talking about?
Now, the guy's complaining about them not making money, but they paid him a lot of it.
And he's making a lot of money now.
He's making less.
He's making a lot of money now. I'm not saying he's making more, but he's making a lot of money now. And he's doing some of the best work of his career.
He is.
They were making money with Punk.
What was his complaint again?
The business that AEW runs is not a business predicated on making money.
Okay.
They're not there to sell tickets. They're not there to sell merch. They don't care about that. They care about putting on 5-star banger matches and fucking getting great pro wrestling out there. And that's not, clearly it's not selling. It's not drawing a crowd. And the point I'm trying to make is that this company just refuses to grow. Every single week I watch a company that refuses to grow. Look at Collision. Look at Collision. Everybody fucking jumped over the moon because you people fabricated ratings. 707,000 on Saturday for Collision because you all hyped up a lead-in from the NBA playoff game that night where they did 1.4 million. They lost over 1 million people throughout the 2 hours of the show. You know what Collision's ratings were this week? They went right back to being 350,000. So where did all those people go? You didn't gain a single fucking fan. AEW is so lost that they are making every excuse under the sun to pretend like they are successful, and they're not. And it starts with this show. You're not bringing in people with great pro wrestling. I am tired. I love great pro wrestling like the best of it, but you know what makes a better match? Story. You know what makes a great pro wrestling match greater? Story. We don't have that right now. Nowhere on this show do we have a wrestling match that is going to be concluded with story. That's the problem. This show is fucking boring. This show, someone in the chat said it. It's not engaging with the viewer. And this is nothing more than great pro wrestling matches, rinse and repeat every single week. Look at this 6-man tag team match tonight. We got the same fucking spots, the same sequences done this week as we got last week. I don't want to show up for another 2 hours every Wednesday and watch a rerun of what I got last week. There's no story here. And like Jesse said, the commentators on this show, Saturday's fucking even worse, which is hard to believe. The commentators on this show are absolutely deplorable. Everybody but Taz. Taz is great. And Nigel's great. So they are not lumped into this discussion. Tony Schiavone and Excalibur, they are fucking awful. I mean, everything about this company, everything about this show, from an on-air product to the things that you hear and see backstage, the way that this show is booked, the fucking creative process, the people that are in charge, literally every aspect of this company needs to change. How are you going into a Double or Nothing pay-per-view and you only have 2 matches announced for the show and they're tournament final matches? So what you're telling me as a fucking head guy, a CEO and Tony Khan, if you didn't have this, Owen, then Double or Nothing would have 0 matches booked with 2.5 weeks to go. Is that what you're telling me? Double or Nothing is a staple event. Double or Nothing, Jesse and I were at the first Double or Nothing. A staple event that has fucking gone downhill in 5 years Remember when Double or Nothing, Jesse, was fucking, you couldn't wait for Double or Nothing. It was the most must-see show that they put on. Now, they can't even be bothered to book fucking matches 2.5 weeks, 2 weeks before this fucking show, Memorial Day weekend. What are we doing? As long as we get banger all-star 8-man tags out there, that's all that matters here. What the fuck are we doing? They've lost the plot completely, and they continue to lose the plot week by week by week by week, and I can't stand it. I think this show is fucking absolutely deplorable. It is embarrassing for a pro wrestling fan, but nobody wants to hear that because it's great graps, and that's all you guys care about. The quicker you learn that great graps would be greater graps with story, then you can come talk to me.
Yeah, I can't argue any of that, man. I just cannot. I mean,
2 matches, Jesse. 2 matches.
Yeah, consistency seems to be their biggest Achilles heel. They can't consistently give us something to make us want to tune in. As we sit here right now and talk about the show, we should be talking about the cliffhanger that we were left with from tonight's show that's going to make us want to tune in either tomorrow night or next Wednesday night. And I don't feel like there was anything that can equate to that.
2 matches. This tournament has given us 2 potentially great matches, and that's all there is. Double or Nothing is 2 weeks away, and they can't even be bothered. Like Jesse said, where is the story? There's literally nothing going on right now outside of the fucking Hurt Syndicate and MJF that I can honestly sit here and tell you I care about. Adam Page and Will Ospreay's happening at the pay-per-view. That's not a story. It's a fucking great match. I'm looking forward to it. But where's the story? Where is the story with Mercedes? Where's the story with Jamie Hayter? There is none. It's a fucking final in a tournament. This is how they operate. They skate by the skin of their fucking teeth, and they put on television, and they get away without telling story. They get away with not telling story by hiding it in a final of a tournament or a series of eliminator matches, and it just comes off as important to these fucking sickos. These all-star tag team matches. Listen, bro, I don't give a fuck. Who gives a shit about Mike Bailey? Who cares? Who gives a shit about Kevin Knight? Has he won a fucking singles match? That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
Has he won a singles match? Who is he beating?
I think those 2 names are important right now in what we're talking about, because there are 2 names that them, and along with Josh Alexander, make it 3 names. 3 names that are fairly new to our televisions that they are making a big deal out of, as they should. All 3 of those men are very capable and very good at what they do. But you've given us nothing to get invested into them. The closest thing you've done is given Josh Alexander a spot in the Don Callis family. That's great, but no one has sat down to tell us his motives, why he's here, why he's signed over there. What is his relationship with Don Callis? Simple.
What? How am I supposed to fucking care if you can't even answer that simple fucking head-on common sense question? What is it?
What is his goal here in AEW?
Why is Mike Bailey here? Why?
Mike Bailey.
Great for Mike Bailey. He's making a great paycheck. Great. Why is he here? Oh, it's one of the best wrestlers, JD, from NY206. Okay. So Mike Bailey joined AEW because he wants to wrestle. Did anybody know about Mike Bailey before he came over to AEW? Yeah, the 80,000, 90,000 people that tuned into Impact on Access TV knew who he was. Who is he?
I watched him on Impact. I still had no idea who he was over there, other than just a great wrestler.
This company is so lost. This company is so fucking lost. It's gotten to a point. I even said this on social media, and I'm gonna try and just refrain from tweeting, just because everything that comes out about AEW is negative. Everything. And I know Jesse said stay off social media. Don't project the negativity about AEW. More people see that than you really realize. You know, we had a discussion a couple of weeks ago about the way that I tweet Everybody sees it. Toni sees it. The locker room sees it. I'm staying off social media on Wednesdays. You come here, you want my fucking opinion. We got 2,600 people in here, so clearly it's not affecting what we do here.
Exactly.
This show...
Get those likes up for Collision Corner, by the way.
This show sucks. I don't know how else to put it. Like, I feel nothing. There's legitimately nothing when I watch this show. And again, it's not the talent's fault. But every single thing on this show, 90% of this show is nothing. There's maybe one or two things that he jokes that he's got one or two things that he liked about the show. That's it. That's it. I mean, over a 2-hour show, it should be 7, 8 things that you like about the fucking show. Two things. Do you want to know why? Because there's no fucking story. There's nothing. When you understand that everything is better with story, then you'll be a lot better off for it. You want to sign Josh Alexander and you want to bring in fucking Thekla or whoever the fuck they just signed. The fuck do I know who the fuck she is? What is she going to do for the women's division? This new woman coming in from Stardom. Who gives a shit? You're going to do a good job of telling me who the fuck she is? And you better fucking convince people that you're not bringing in talent just to feed Mercedes. Because that's all I see.
Why would I be convinced that they're going to tell me who she is? I'm still waiting to find out who Megan Bain is.
80%, 90% of this show is absolutely nothing. Just completely lowbrow. You know, people want to say it's an indie fed with a major budget. That's exactly what it is. Everything that they do is just lowbrow and just fucking indie-rific. Dovey donated to the stream tonight, $100 in Super Chat. She messaged me because she was at the show. She sent me pictures of the show. I said, wow, looks like such a small venue. She goes on to say the merch was so small. The merch table was so small. Shirts were $40 each, and then they asked for a tip on top of the 40. She says, I've never been to a WWE show and they asked me for a tip. Never been to a WWE show and asked for a tip. AEW, they're asking for tips. Crazy. Bad customer experience. And she tweeted out the size of the venue. I mean, this is what we're doing. They're going into the Now Arena next week, Jesse. You and I have been to the Now Arena a few times now. 10,000 deep in the Now Arena. They barely got 3,000 fucking tickets out the door for a Dynamite spring break in their own backyard, bro. Where the fuck did we go wrong? If you need any more reason, any more eye-opening, oh my God, what's going on here about AEW? Just go look at what they're doing in Chicago. They're doing 75% less business than when they were actually a hot promotion years ago. And everything is all right. Everything's great. They got a great string of television, tremendous television, Tony Khan says. Where? How is it tremendous television if nobody's showing up and nobody's watching?
So I went to the first dance at the United Center. I went with my wife, and she ran into a friend of hers that she works with at her hospital, right? Her friend of hers, her family owns a merch table at the venue, and we got a heads up and we got a text, and she put a CM Punk shirt aside for me because the lines were so long and they were selling out quick. So I was able to just walk up and get my Punk shirt without waiting in line. But the point is, I personally know that at least I can't speak for every venue across the country, but I personally know for a fact that those merch tables are not run by AEW. They are independently owned.
So are they pro wrestling tees?
So they are providing merch and everything like that. But once they get the merch, they own it and then they sell it. And then the people who they hire, that company would hire, like my wife's friend who worked there with her parents who owned it or whatever. They would be the one to ask for tips, not employees of AEW. Now, again, I'm only speaking for what I absolutely positively know in that particular night, in that particular merch stand, in that particular venue. I can't speak for all of them. So I'm not sure if it was an AEW stand that this lady went to tonight, or if it was another independently owned merch stand. I don't know that for sure, but I do know the one that I got my Punk shirt from was independently owned, and they didn't ask for tips. But that was a while ago, though. So
whatever, man. I'm not attending AEW shows. I probably won't attend an AEW show until shit actually changes for the better, which clearly it's not. So I don't have to worry about that. I mean, we'll be buying this mask tomorrow. Thanks for the support there in the All-In mask, but I mean, this show, it's the same fucking complaints every single week. Nobody's going to change there because they think that what they're doing is correct and what they're doing is right. And I mean, this company is living in a fucking fantasy world. You didn't do 700,000 people for Collision last week. You didn't. The rating that you did was the rating that you got this week, because if you did 700,000, the rating for this week should have been 500,000, because you would have at least retained 200,000 of the 1.3 million that you supposedly drew in the first 15 minutes. This company is fucking delusional. Nothing is for the better. You're not doing things right. The stories are fucking absolutely miserable, and the talent is suffering for it. And then people come here because everybody feels the same way. The smart ones, anyway, feel the same way that we do. Great Graps is only going to get you so far, and we're in year 5 of this shit. Things need to change. From commentary to the fucking back, to commentary to creative, things need to change. And nothing's going to change. Excalibur is fucking the Bucks guy, right? He's been there, PWG. He's been there for the duration of their career. He's going to sit in that seat until the day this fucking company closes. You think I want to hear Excalibur every fucking week? I'd throw the fucking vault at Morrow just to get him to fucking leave his house 1 day a week. He's already doing Maple Leaf Pro. Maybe he don't want to leave Canada. Show him that it's great to leave Canada. If you can pay Mercedes $4 million, why don't you get fucking Morrow and pay him half of what you pay Mercedes? He's worth much more than what Mercedes is. Get him behind the commentary booth. The fuck are we doing? You want to start anywhere, you got to hear this guy's voice for 2 fucking hours. I'd much rather hear more. Morrow would absolutely bring a serious vibe to this show that it's desperately missing. Right there.
100% agree.
Get him and Nigel on Wednesday nights and call it a day, bro. They were the best commentary team for 2 years when they did Black and Gold. I don't know how you have all these resources and unlimited funds, and this is not a move you're making. Go out and hire creative writers. Go and get people that actually know what the fuck they're doing and could tell weekly episodic television. Instead, you give creative leeway to the talent, the upper echelon elite talent, and things are the way that they are right now on television. Moxley's got creative control. Mercedes got creative control. Fucking Edge, Adam Copeland's got creative control. All the big, Jericho, all the big guys, all the elite, the Bucks, they all got some sort of creative leeway. There should be nobody in that fucking company outside of an opinion here, an opinion there, that should be booking anything on fucking television. The fucking show should be written by people who know what the fuck they're doing and know how to write television, not some fucking geek who hides on a burner on some fucking wrestling forum somewhere, talking pro wrestling with other geeks, thinking he can book pro wrestling. I talk pro wrestling. You don't see me fucking lining up for job interviews to write pro wrestling. It doesn't work that way. All of these things you put into the blender and you mix it up. This is why AEW is failing. It's a failure of a company right now. Double or nothing. 2 matches. Then we're going into Forbidden Door, which is in the United Kingdom, and they got almost a sellout there. Great. It's another crutch. Let's go back to the UK. It's a guaranteed sellout. Fantastic. The concept's dead, but let's go to Forbidden Door. And All In. Are you waiting to just get everything out there as far as story for All In? What about the rest of the fucking year? Coming out of Revolution, going into Dynasty, going into Forbidden Door, going into this, Double or Nothing. Where's the fucking story? So not only do we got no story going into Double or Nothing, then we got Forbidden Door, which is a pay-per-view that is riddled with no story. I don't know, man. Where are we supposed to get excited, bro? Where are we supposed to get excited about this?
I think the sickos are getting excited, right?
Are they?
I don't know. I don't brew social media as much, so I don't know. Are they? Hey, didn't Mariah May resign?
Did she? I don't think so.
Why
Why?
did she resign?
Who? Who'd you hear that from?
She posted a cryptic post, and that was supposed to be her flag wave right there. Her AEW post.
Was it the one where she was holding the women's championship up with the AEW banner in the background?
Something like that. And somebody in my stream told me she re-signed for 5 years.
I won't be surprised. How old is she? 25? 26?
If that. Something like that, yeah.
Well, that's all you need, bro. Go out and say that you want to go work for your dream guy in Paul Levesque, man, and Tony Khan will bank up the fucking vault for you and sign you to much more money than you're actually worth.
Yeah, I heard.
I don't think she's going there, bro. There's nothing for her to do there. What is there for her to win another world championship and do what? Did you see what they did for her first reign? She was one of the worst champions that they've ever had there.
You said there's no reason for her to go to WWE?
No, there's no reason to stay in AEW. There's every reason to go to WWE.
Well, I don't know, man. For her? I mean, I don't think WWE is the home run for every wrestler, man.
What are you talking, bro? What are you talking about? By the time she gets there, Jordan Grace is going to be on the main roster. Stephanie Vaquer is going to be on the main roster. Julia's already on the main roster, bro. She's going to go into NXT and be the queen on day one. She's going to run that fucking division on day one.
Then there you go. Then she has no worries. Then
in WWE, she got no worries. No.
There you go.
No. But I would not be surprised if what you said is correct and she did end up signing for 5 years.
That's just what a few guys in my stream was saying. That's what that tweet was about, and they heard she re-signed for 5 years.
We'll see. I don't think she's staying, but again, folks, you know, we can sit here and talk about every fucking thing wrong with this company until we're blue in the face. If you guys want any two individuals in this community that are going to continue to give you the real fucking feeling about what the fan base is feeling towards this show, and you're not a jaded, fucking blinded AEW tribalist, this is where the real fans dwell. Some people don't want to admit that. We've been here since day fucking one, man. We seen the good, we seen the fucking bad, we seen everything in between. I cannot even begin to tell you that this is the worst creative that AEW has had in the last 2 years. This is the worst creative that they have ever had since the day that this company started. I don't even call it creative. You can't even call it creative because there is no creative. What is there? Creative means that they actually have to go out there and tell stories. They're not. They just refuse to.
Yeah, I don't see anything confirming a new deal.
No, I don't think she's going. I don't think she's staying. I think she would be foolish to stay.
Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, we'll see, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, we'll get into the rest of this show here. I got to shout out my guy because it's been.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers. 5 beers. 6 beers. 7 beers. 8 beers. 9 beers. And a Bloody Mary.
We got a Billy Bomb with a $100 super chat. What's up, JD and Jesse? OTS for life. Had to set back my bad knees. For my bad knees, thanks for the VA to help me, for my service, for my country. Cedric Alexander shows up next week. I believe OTS family for life. Yeah, he says. Absolutely, Billy. Thank you so very much, brother. Thank you for being here. I hope you are on the road to recovery there, man. You're with your bad knees, man. We're thinking about you over here, and get well soon, buddy. We are going to get into your AEW Dynamite Post Show here for May 7th, 2025. I want to show you guys what you have won this evening. The mask, as you see there. The All-In AEW All-In Texas Commemorative Luchador Mask. Ready to ship. $39.99. Probably rounded up to about $50 with shipping and handling and tax included. But this looks like it was made with fucking women's stockings and scotch tape. I don't know what the fuck this is. It's almost as if they are jealous of El Grande Americano. That's what it looks like. I love the endearing AEW logo on the side of the fucking mask there, as if it makes any difference. What is this? Jesse, do you see this?
The mask?
Do you see this mask?
Yeah, I can see it now. It looks like almost like Mr. America a little bit.
Should I buy you one too?
I'm good, man.
You sure you're good?
Yeah,
We could both wear the masks all in Saturday, bro.
Ooh, it's tempting, but I'm good. Tell you what, I'll put a $1,000 goal up on my stream, and if we reach it, then I'll wear that fucking mask.
All right, listen. AEW, man, they didn't sell Penta and Phoenix masks, but this is what they put on their shop, man. I don't know. I don't really know. So yes, that will be purchased tomorrow. You guys reached the goal. Thank you. All stream, I have to wear this now on All In Saturday, so that should be quite humid in the middle of July. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Follow us on social media at JDfromNY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Make sure you guys go check out all the content on the channel. We were live on Monday Night Raw review. We were live on Tuesday for episode 94 of Tuesday Night Titans. It was the Solemn Monsters 1-year anniversary as co-host of TNT. So that was a great show last night. We went over the WWE releases. We went over Backlash and preview and predictions. So go check that out. So we love Jason, and it's going to be another great year of TNT as we near 100 episodes of Tuesday Night Titans. Great.
Shout out to Jason, man. That's amazing.
Yes, sir. Go follow Jesse on X. It's not really on there much, but go follow him there and go click the link that I provided down below in the description for his YouTube channel. So he does have a YouTube channel. Go over there and subscribe. And also, please hit the like button down here on this stream tonight. 1,000 likes not only will help me out, pushes the video out to the recommended, but 1,000 likes will absolutely guarantee, as soon as we hit 1,000, Collision Corner. And last week, you guys failed. Which I don't blame you, because last week's show was fucking terrible, and nobody was even in here, and nobody even wanted to hear us talk, listen to us talk, or hear us talk about fucking Dynamite last week. So we need 1,000 likes tonight. That's
guys. I put in a lot of hard work to do these Collision Corners. There are 2,600 people right now watching, and about 761 likes. Yep. That means there's almost 2,000 people who just refuse to hit the thumbs up button.
So if you guys want Collision Corner, 1,000 likes is your goal. And we have now 2,700 in here plus. There is absolutely no excuses there. So there you go. That's your goal. You already reached the mask goal. So now Collision Corner is the next goal. So thank you guys very much.
The thumbs up is free.
It is free. Absolutely free. Free as could be. Hangman Page and Will Ospreay. One thing I like about this show weekly is either Will Ospreay, because he's fucking the best pro wrestler in the world. I wish he would stop talking about WWE. Seems to be very bothered by the fact that Triple H made those comments that he's not, in it for the grind. Always mentions WWE every which way he can. I don't really know why. Bro, you're the best wrestler in the world. You don't need to talk about them. You're about to be the world champion in your company, bro. You're about to be the face of this company. Why are you talking about WWE and the fact that you think that your roster could out-wrestle theirs? Who gives a shit? Honestly. Gunther would like to have a word with you, bro. Seriously. Don't disrespect Gunther's name, please. Because if there's one guy over there that is in the same discussion as Will Ospreay, it's fucking Gunther. Come on now. So Adam Page is out there. Here's the other thing I like about this show. Adam Page is fucking great. Probably my, outside of Punk and MJF, Adam Page is my all-time favorite character in AEW history. He is fantastic. Page is out there with a microphone. He said he's never understood after everything he's done why even one fan would cheer for him. Why would one fan not want to cheer for him, Jesse?
I can't think of a reason why.
Me neither. Kind of silly, Hangman. But it does make a difference, so thank you. Page shouldn't have to say it, but the past 2 years, have been kind of a special hell for him. After what happened to his family, he wanted revenge and justice. Paige took from another man his hopes and dreams, nearly killing him. But after the cage match with Swerve at All Out last year, he thought he'd find some sort of joy. But ultimately, he felt nothing.
Cut the show.
What happened? Oh my God! Listen, bro. Wow. Is it what time is it, bro?
Wow, man. I think it. Let me move the chat, and then I'll tell you right now what time it is. It is time for Collision Corner.
Oh my goodness! There he is.
It's been a while.
Oh my goodness! There he is. Look at him.
I feel more at home now. All right. This week's edition, I gotta do something with the lost episode. But this week's edition of Collision Corner, we have my girl Toni Storm defeats Lady Frost. You know, it's good to see Lady Frost again. I haven't seen her personally since around the AEW Dark days, man. She was a mainstay. You know, every time Lady Frost is on Collision, the ratings go down in the toilet, bro. Maybe she's freezing the ratings. Mr. Negativity here. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Toni Storm defeats Lady Frost. Then she says, she gets on the mic, and this is where she signs. She gets on the mic. She says that the whore that we all adore, the slut that we can't rebut, and the tramp is still the champ. Bro, would we? Well, in what world do we label Toni Storm a whore and a slut, bro? Toni Storm labels herself a whore. I don't understand it. You know, she was in Atlantic City, bro. She was absolutely looking over the boardwalk, man. You know how many times I walked by that fucking convention center there on the boardwalk? Oh, you said that you were familiar with that spot right there? Yes, I was. I thought there's a mini golf course right there, right in front of the convention center. Oh, that is awesome. I thought that'd be pretty cool to be strolling across that boardwalk and see Toni Storm. Nobody knew who she was, though. Nobody knew who she was. No. That's messed up. Let's see. She calls Lady Frost a frosty little slap tart. And then she says there are plenty of other slap tarts out there that want to take a shot at this wide load that holds the gold. Wait a minute. She called her what? A frosty Pop-Tart? What'd she call her? Yeah, she's a frosty slap tart. Oh, slap. I thought you said Pop-Tart, bro. I'm like, what type of flavor is that? No, she's a slap tart. Ah, slap tart. Okay. And then nobody's gonna defeat this wide load that holds the gold. What was your favorite Pop-Tart, bro? She says that everyone is coming for Toni Storm, but we all got it all wrong because Toni Storm is coming for everyone, bruh. She's coming for everybody. Can you keep up? Okay. Can you hear me? Bro, my favorite Pop-Tart was the maple brown sugar one, bro. Focus! Toni Storm. Bro, you're talking about Toni Storm. The tramp that holds the champ and all this other shit that she said. You're talking about Toni Storm coming, bro. How much more attention do I need? Man, you should be all ears, bro. These are all... She just gets on the mic, whether it be a press conference or promo, and she just says whatever the hell she wants, man. You hear at the scrum, she said it was a lady from Nantucket and something, she wanted to fuck it. Yes. She's great. Let's see. She says she's coming for everybody. If your tits can take the hits, she's not a hard woman to find. She then finishes her promo outside on the balcony of the venue. Toni Storm's a goddamn national treasure. Bro, whoever's writing her promos is one horny fucking bastard, bro. RJ City. We get another high-speed collision fatal four-way match for $100,000. Whoa! Oh, man, $100,000, man. Woo! Tony's getting cheap. The last match was for $400,000. Yeah, it was. But this is a fatal four-way. One winner. Ah, okay. So same payout. Same payout. Yeah, there you go. See, there you go. We get Roosh versus AR Fox. Who?
Roosh.
AR Fox.
Roosh is alive.
Roosh versus AR Fox versus Kevin Knight versus some newcomer called Sammy Guevara. Let's see. Sammy wins the match.
Whoa.
Wow.
They released him from the Ring of Honor dungeon, huh?
He did. They did, man.
Huh?
Sammy wins the cash and calls out Adam Cole, who for some reason has been on commentary all fucking night. I don't know why this guy's been on commentary.
What on planet Earth does fucking Sammy Guevara have to do with Adam Cole, bro?
Right now, he was looking at him.
Did Adam Cole make advances towards Tay? What happened here?
You know, Sammy's a champion. He's a tag champion with Dustin Rhodes.
Color me shocked. I didn't know that.
Truth, me either. I know now. That's new to me. Wow. So let's see. We had a match with Megan Bayne and Harley Cameron. How long do you think that match went for?
Knowing the difference between both women in the ring, I would say 3 minutes.
Interesting guess. So let's see. We get Charlotte Lesnar beating Harley Cameron in a match that went so long it got a commercial break for some reason. The match went 10 goddamn minutes.
Harley Cameron went 10 minutes with Megan Bayne.
Yes.
That's longer than Joey Janela could. That's 9 minutes longer than Joey Janela went with Megan Bayne.
That felt like an eternity. I'm watching Megan Bayne sell for Harley Cameron, man.
It's 9 minutes longer than Joey Janela went with Megan Bayne.
Oh, man, you got to stop thinking about Joey Janela. We get Josh Alexander, who comes out with nobody from the Don Callis family. He is going to be given Brody King, who comes out with no Julia Hart. Another loss, I'm sure. But wait, no loss for Brody King. It was actually a time limit draw.
And I'm sure the crowd went mild after the fucking decision.
Although the crowd was pissed. The crowd was pissed, but I will tell you, a Josh Alexander versus Brody King match, time limit draws, the best possible outcome you could have come up with.
So you basically took two losers and refused to have either one of them lose. Okay, I see what happened. Okay.
There you go.
Great.
No losers there.
Correct.
There we go, man.
Fantastic.
We get Max Caster. He's in the ring waiting for his open challenge opponent. It's Daniel Garcia.
Oh, man, the crowd goes mild.
The crowd went less than mild. He beat Max in 1 minute flat and then threatens FTR.
You know, when I say mild, bro, I think of like buffalo sauce. If Danny Garcia was a buffalo sauce, man, what buffalo sauce would he be? Would he be like a naked wing, bro? Boring?
Mild. He'd be dry rub.
Oh, my God, man. That's pretty fucking bad, bro.
He'd be dry rub. Let's see. We get Gates of Agony.
Whoa!
Versus Ray, Jazz, and Goldie.
Who? Goldust.
Exactly.
Goldust.
Nope. I gave you his whole name, sir. Goldie.
Bro, the only Goldie I know is Tommaso Ciampa Black and Gold era, man. That's the only Goldie I know. Is that
Goldie?
Oh, okay.
After the match, GOA get called out to the parking lot by the Bad Apple and Big Bill.
Oh, man.
They have a nice little brawl. I'm assuming that brawl is probably still going on to this minute because we never saw an ending to it. It just kept going.
They never went back to it.
No, still going to this minute. Still going right now.
No wonder they lost viewers.
Probably in the same parking lot. In the main event, we get FTR comes out to their new heel theme music, which is just their regular theme music slowed down drastically. True story.
That sounds awful.
That's their new music. There's their new heel music, bro.
Fucking awful, man.
They face the Undisputed Paragon, who desperately need new theme music themselves, man. Wait
a minute. They got Kill Switch engaged, man. What are you talking about?
That's Kill Switch engaged?
Yes.
I am Kill Switch disengaged. That is generic sounding AF.
I will admit it. It takes a little too long to get to the actual hook of the song, bro. Yes.
Man,
it's not a good song for a wrestler's theme. No.
That must be it, because it's just not. It comes out with the same aura that they have, which, come on, man.
Which is basically non-existent.
I mean, that's FTR wins this. This is the best 2 out of 3 falls match, by the way. After the match, guess who comes out? The main eventer himself, Daniel Garcia.
Oh, man.
More Daniel Garcia, man.
Oh, man. Creative character Garcia's out there. Oh, man.
So Daniel Garcia comes out with a crowbar and demands a match next week, proving that he does not know how crowbars or run-ins work.
Well, who is he demanding a match against?
FTR.
Either FTR guy.
Just FTR. Oh, or Stokely. Who is no longer Hathaway, by the way.
He's just Stoke.
Just Stokely.
Bro, I don't know how anybody watches this fucking garbage, man. I mean, I am physically depressed just listening to you speak about this.
Tell me about it. And ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's edition of Collision Corner. Wow. Man, I don't know what to tell you, man. This show was it was a task to get through. And I think it was harder to get through than normal because of Adam Cole sitting on commentary dragging the whole momentum of the show down, man.
Sound like a fucking corpse out there.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. That is this week's Collision Corner. My name is Jesse, aka your very own one and only Shots Out Smark, and I watch Collision, so you do not have to.
Please don't watch Collision. Just please don't watch it.
Have to.
You don't have to watch it.
The people demand it, man.
No, you have to watch it. They don't have to watch it.
They don't have to.
They don't have to watch it.
No, don't watch Collision.
I feel like I'm in fucking Super Mario Land with this fucking theme music. Oh my god. There you go, your Collision Corner, man. Hopefully that made up for last week. Don't let it happen again, okay?
Yep. You guys got to get those thumbs up to 1,000, man. You got to hit that thumbs up when the show starts.
Yes, Jesse and I are not colliders, okay? No, we're not.
Oh, that's what they're called now? Oh,
yes,
no.
They were called colliders.
Oh, my God.
Your best friend started that one.
Jeez.
When he was there. Anyway, Paige goes on to talk about Swerve. He thought he'd find some joy in nearly killing him. After the cage match, he ultimately felt nothing. For one moment, Paige thought if he went back to the ring and finished the job that he'd get the closure that he needed, but he didn't. Fans chanted, "Tell us why, tell us why." And Paige said, "I wish I could tell you, but I don't know why." But he took the frustration that he bottled up and unleashed it on anyone in his way, but all it did was tear those down around him. Paige looks right into the camera and said he'd never forget or forgive what Swerve did to him, but he's going to have to put it behind him. When Paige made that decision, he chose to enter the Owen Hart Foundation Cup. He defeated Josh Alexander. He defeated Kyle Fletcher. And finally, come Double or Nothing, he'll wrestle who everyone calls the best wrestler in the world. And now, right on cue, Will Ospreay comes on out. Apparently, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Will Ospreay. Comes on out. He stares at the Owen Cup, walks to the ring. We got a holy shit chant for the face-off. And I think that's justifiable for a holy shit chant.
Agreed.
Then they switch to singing happy birthday to Will Ospreay, who apologizes to Paige for interrupting his therapy session. It's the first time they've ever spoken to one another, so it's a pleasure to meet the Hangman. But in the same breath, he wants to apologize. He knows Paige has been in a lot of shit lately. He knows how much this means to Paige. Everyone does. One of Ospreay's favorite moments in AEW was when Paige took the Misfits, known as the Dark Order, and showed them leadership. And from there, how Paige rode that support into becoming the AEW World Champion, it was perfect. However, after Paige lost it, everything changed, which is something that Ospreay understands. Last week, after Paige beat Fletcher, Ospreay and the fans noticed something Paige hasn't done in a few years, and that was smile. While he's aware many want Paige to become the main character again, Ospreay has a problem with that. He's not going to lose. Ospreay then brings up Paige tearing people like Jeff Jarrett, Christopher Daniels, and Swerve Strickland, someone he calls a very good friend, down. Ospreay has been doing Paige's job, doing media calls, meet and greets, taking photos with the kids and the families. But the best part about it is when the bell rings, Ospreay still shows everybody that this is where the best wrestle. This was actually a very good part of the promo. I thought Will Ospreay nailed the tone and direction of this part of the promo. He says he thinks he found his smile. That doesn't mean cowboy shit to me, bruv. Ospreay understands that this is about redemption for Paige, but it's about Ospreay's ascension to the top of AEW. All of a sudden, we get Don Callis. He walks on out there with the Don Callis family, not Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher was not on stage with them. So there's a face-to-face between the two guys in the ring, and then Don Callis' family shows up on stage. Callis is being booed out of the building and says the stupidest day of Ospreay's life was when he left the family. Just to prove his stupidity, Callis asked Ospreay if Ospreay even knows what is standing next to him. It's a violent, unstable sociopath who put his mentor in a nursing home. Ospreay held Paige back and issued a challenge for any two Callis family members to a tag team match for Beach Break next week. Paige looked at Ospreay, slowly took Ospreay's hand off of his chest. Callis said, "You guys can't even get through a segment without wanting to kill each other." And then he gleefully accepts, so long as Paige doesn't have another mental breakdown before Beach Break next week. The Callis family leaves, and this segment comes to a close. I thought the promo work between Paige and Ospreay, though there is no story going into this, I do like the fact that Paige gave you an explanation about where his mind has been, where his mind is going into the final of this tournament. And then Ospreay, how he feels about Paige wanting the world championship, how the fans want Paige to be the world champion. And then, obviously, Ospreay wanting this for himself because it's very much long overdue. I thought the back and forth here, Jesse, between both of them was fantastic. The Callis family was out there just basically, and this is the way I took it, Beach Break is next week, and then we got Double or Nothing. This is nothing more than a bridge to get to Double or Nothing. They need something for these two guys to do, so the Don Callis family is innocent enough. You throw Takeshita, you throw Josh Alexander out there against Paige and Ospreay. Should be a banger tag team match. Yes, it is the simplistic, can they coexist, pal? I get it, but it's nothing more than a bridge for what really matters here, Jesse. That's that World Championship match for All In on the line. I'm very much looking forward to that match between Paige and Ospreay. I thought this promo killed it.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But don't forget RPG, man, and Trent. Yeah, Roppongi Vice, man.
I thought you were talking about the RPG that I just started playing, man. I'm 10 hours in, man. Expedition 33 for the PS5.
Come on, man.
It's a great game.
Come on, the real RPG. Come on.
Final Fantasy VII.
Man, what the fuck is what?
Chrono Trigger.
I do
Secret
think
of
sometimes less is better.
Crystalis for the original Nintendo.
I think the Don Callis family has two unnecessary members.
Dragon Quest.
That's just me.
Legend of Zelda?
You remember Dragon Warrior on NES?
I do.
Yeah. I love that game.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Yeah. But they just again, I thought they hit the sweet spot right before they added two more members. But I get it. Those are two guys that could use a rub from Don Callis. I just don't know if they're gonna.
Well, listen, man, you gotta align yourself with fucking studs like Fletcher and Takeshita, right, and Josh Alexander, and then you gotta have the jobbers, man, like Brian Cage and Lance Archer and fucking Rocky Romero, you know. And Trent
Archer too. I mean, I'm starting to wonder if there's even any hope for Lance Archer, man. They've been trying for years.
How many of you guys know in the chat, man? Crystalis, man. They'll give me that shit, man. That was one of my favorite Nintendo games, man, of all time. It's a great fucking game. Man.
Not me. Dragon Warrior.
I remember that.
I don't even know why. I don't even like RPGs, but that one was fun to me. I don't know. We digress.
Yeah, that was a great, at least Paige and Ospreay segment of this open. This was great stuff. They went right into another promo. Listen, not everything was bad on this show. I do like the fact that they did not start this show off with Excalibur. You know what day it is, whatever the fuck he says.
Exactly.
And they go right into a match. Tonight they went right into a promo. So I appreciate that. I wish they would do that a little bit more often than they do. But we got two promos to start this show. We went from Paige and Ospreay to FTR and Stokes Hathaway. They interrupt the commentary team running down tonight's card to ask if Tony Schiavone or Nigel McGuinness have an issue with FTR. Hathaway said FTR issued an apology, but week after week, Shivani's out here on commentary saying nasty things about them and Stokely. And Shivani, you know, he was called a snake in the grass by Stokely. Hathaway called Shivani a decrepit, pasty piece of ... And then Toni stood up and he pushed back. He was pushed back in his chair by Dax, who got in the way because he tried to get a little frisky here with Stokely. Cash told Shivani, relax, stop being so tense. This is about Danny Garcia. It's all about Danny Garcia, who made his choice, turning his back on FTR after everything they did for him. Tomorrow night on Collision, which is a Thursday night Collision, by the way, folks. I will not be watching it. Jesse will, but I will not be. I don't have to.
I might even live stream it. I don't know.
There you go. He says it's going to hurt them a lot more than it's going to hurt Garcia emotionally. Harwood told Shivani to tell McGuinness they'll see him tomorrow. Top guys out. Bro, why does anybody care about Danny Garcia and the tension between him and FTR?
No one does.
No one does, but why
why
are they asking me to care? What is the story here? Is it because he lost the title to Adam Cole and now FTR all of a sudden wants to thank you for bringing Danny Garcia to maybe one of the worst TNT title reigns of all time? All the success that he's had, they want recognition for it. Is that what the story is? I'm
guessing so. I know I certainly do not care. I know Adam Cole is all about putting over Danny as great as he is and everything like that. Danny's pissed at FTR, but yeah, man, unfortunately, I genuinely don't care that Danny Garcia is upset with FTR. Just the flat out bottom line to it. I also don't care for Stokely being the manager right now, but I have faith that'll grow on me because Stokely is fantastic at what he does.
He is. It's a good mouthpiece for them.
Yep.
Don't care about Danny Garcia. Every single time I look at Danny Garcia, I can't really wrap my head around like why anybody is so high on him, man. It's like you could not ask for a more boring professional wrestler in this company. You know, he the more I look at him, the more I say he made a mistake not going to NXT. Honestly. I don't know what the thinking was there for Tony Khan, but I would be a betting man and say that Tony Khan has regretted paying Danny Garcia the money that he's paying him. Just a wild stab in the night there.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah.
Harley Cameron, she's preparing for an Eliminator, or actually she's preparing Anna Jay for her Eliminator, 4-way. Cameron says that she has Jay's fat ass, and they have the TNA, not TNA, T and A. So you understand that, Jesse? Anna is the ass and Harley is the T. Here?
Yeah, we get it. I
Yeah.
mean,
do we need a reminder of that though?
No, I get what they're doing here on trying to do. It is funny, but I do think as they do this with other people, I think it dilutes from when someone like Toni Storm does it. And she was the first one to do it.
That's a good point.
You know, the innuendos and the comments. That mean you can't make everyone cut promos just like Toni Storm now. So Toni Storm came out and created Thunder Tits with Thunder Rosa. She comes out and she makes her sexual innuendos, and now we got Harley and Anna Jay doing it. You dilute the others when everyone does it. It's not special anymore. You know, it was fine, it was funny, it was cool, but again, it's not special if everyone does it. I just don't want to see everybody come out and make the juvenile tit reference comments, and it's not special if everybody does it.
You remember when Anna Jay was like the flavor of the month and she was going after what's her name, Mariah May? She lost that. Then she challenged Mercedes open challenge and lost that. She was wrestling all the top gals in the division, and then she went away for like a couple of months, and now is back with Harley Cameron. You know, if you want to take Anna Jay seriously, or anybody like Anna Jay seriously, why do we need to reference that she has a fat ass? Is what I want to know. Like, is that obviously that's gonna pop the crowd? Sure, she's gorgeous. She's fucking.
Like
she's
ass.
absolutely. I get it, but we're talking about a pro wrestling show where a character is all about what she does in the ring. Here, she's got no character outside of what we see on television, Jesse. So they go right to her having a fat ass, and then she plays into nothing. She does nothing in this division as far as story or play a role as an important character. What is the point? Like, have we just moved so far beyond Anna Jay where, to get her in any sort of importance on the show, we have to reference her fat ass?
Yeah, again, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, they shouldn't be talking like that. That's not it for me. For me, it's we've already had that gimmick. We already have a woman doing that exact gimmick. Give her something else to say. We don't need all of the women out there all making their sexual references about their own personal lady parts. You're just taking now. It's not even fucking funny anymore,
bro. It's not even that. I'm speaking in a way, and I agree with you, because that's a very good point. My point is, like, you want to create stars in this division. They've obviously failed with Anna Jay, and they're failing miserably with Harley Cameron. So you want to make them stars. How are you going to make Anna Jay look equal to any of the top women in this division if she's talking, I have a fat ass, and that's her gimmick? That's what she does. Like, that doesn't resonate with me.
She doesn't do anything else.
Do I mind Anna Jay on television? Obviously not. But you're going to need to do more than that if you want her to stand next to these other women in this division. You can't go and do that. It's going to end up being counterproductive. It's funny for a laugh here. It's funny for a promo here and there, but there's literally no longevity in that at all.
No, that can't. That's not a sustainable method to try to get someone over.
No. Eliminator matches galore, man. We got Eliminator matches last week. Toni Storm is like Miss Eliminator match now. I don't know what the point is here. I mean, this is so Vince McMahon that it gives me fucking terrible chills up and down my body, man, when I see Eliminator match. Championship contender match. Like, fucking Christ, man. Can we do away with the Eliminators? They serve absolutely no fucking purpose. If you want Toni Storm to go out there and wrestle because Mercedes is wrestling and you want her to be equal to Mercedes and you want her to be a fighting champion, why do we need Eliminator match? And then include 3 women or include Lady Frost or fucking Queen Aminata, when none of these women, Jesse, on any level should be talking about AEW Women's World Title. None of these women are even in the discussion, period, to be for a women's championship. Here we are. Thunder Rosa, we love Thunder Rosa. What does she have to do? What has she done to even say AEW World Title? Penelope Ford, what has she done? She's a loser. She's a lackey to Megan Bayne. And then we got Anna Jay. What the fuck has Anna Jay done to get into an opportunity to wrestle Toni Storm for the World Championship? What are we doing here?
Not quite sure, man. Not quite sure. I don't get it. I'm a firm believer in you climb the ranks to get to the top to earn a title match. Not if you beat the champion, then you get a chance to beat the champion to then become the champion. That is so ridiculous to me. I don't understand it.
Someone in the chat says they eliminated viewers. Yes. That's exactly what they did. Every single week. Well, I mean, none of this meant anything. Like, they did this, and it happened, and it goes nowhere. Now, I don't know how this match even got made. That's number one. Number two, I had a question during the day, Jesse, and I opted to stay off social media because I didn't really want any trouble today. But I was thinking, I was thinking, what if Anna Jay pinned Thunder Rosa, or Thunder Rosa pinned Penelope Ford, or Penelope Ford pinned Anna Jay? If one of these women pinned someone who's not the champion, does Toni still have to defend the championship against the winner?
Yes, according to their explanation, yes. If anyone wins other than Toni Storm, then they get a shot at Toni Storm, yes.
Interesting. At least they covered their tracks there.
Yeah, they did. I mean, again...
Not that it makes it good, but...
Doesn't make it good. I just don't agree with... I mean, I don't understand why they would do that. How is that... I mean, look, I get it. You want your champion on television to present them as a wrestler to the audience because they're the champion. But if there's anyone that could use a squash match just for something to do before we get to a promo segment or run-in or something that would advance the champion story, it would work right there. Non-title match, just a squash match, you can't label it as such, but just a non-title match to wrestle and stay loose because you don't want ring rust. You can have commentary explain that. And then after said match or during said match, the ops come running in, interfere, beat down, or promo segment, have her screaming over the top of a balcony again. But the Eliminator matches just make no sense. Not only that, I feel like it hinders your division because why are you telling people to get to the back of the line if they want a title match when all they got to do is beat you?
I'm really struggling to figure out how any of this is making your division, your women's division, look great. I don't really see what's going on here. All I see is that Tony Khan is pushing Toni Storm into Texas. She's having these eliminator matches. She's winning. She beat Queen Aminata. She beat Lady Frost. She beats 3 women here. It's like Tony's running through everybody that Mercedes has already beaten. Mercedes is going to go on to win the tournament on Double or Nothing Saturday or Sunday, whenever the fucking show is, Sunday, May 25th. She's going to go on to to Texas and get the championship match. It's almost as if, bro, that they're legitimately just steamrolling their way individually through the division to just get to each other. It's like, how is this benefiting the overall health of the division when they're doing nothing but putting stock and all their stock into 2 women? Meanwhile, everybody else is a casualty and suffering for both Mercedes and Toni. I don't really understand how the health of this division is going to be sustainable after Texas. Have you wondered that?
But you think that they need to be planning something past All In? It feels like these people don't do anything till next week.
My point is that they're basically human sacrificing the entire women's division for both Mercedes and Toni because this is the match that they're doing. I mean, Toni is winning and dominant. Mercedes is winning and has been dominant. I mean, they want you to think nothing else but Toni and Mercedes. That's it. Like poor Jamie Hayter. And for all the geeks out there, I hope it happens. I really do. I'm wishing upon a star. But the likelihood of it happening is basically next to 0. Where is Athena? For all the people, for all the people that say Mercedes is doing great for the women's division, where's Athena? That's all I have to say. Where's Athena? Is Athena on television, or did Athena disappear like a fucking ghost and disappear into the night to go back to Ring of Honor? Where is she? If Mercedes was so good for the division, then Athena would be on television, and Athena would have had a chance. But we're not there. Nope. After that match, she literally packed her bags and went home, never to be heard of again.
Nope.
So you want me to believe Jamie Hayter stands a fucking shot in the dark at Double or Nothing? How is this benefiting the division? How is belting Mercedes 5 times going to help the division? Tony knows that every ounce of money he put into Mercedes is a fucking waste of money. She's not a draw. She's not bringing people to the venue. She's not a ratings draw. So what is he doing? He's putting belts on Mercedes to justify the money that he's paying her. It's an illusion. They want you to think she's some big deal when in actuality, she ain't drawing a fucking dime for this fucking company. That's the whole point. When you understand that's the reason, that you're seeing what you're seeing right now, the easier it is for you to digest what's going on. Am I wrong?
I can't say you are, man.
Okay.
I mean, there
you go.
It feels like he put the cart in front of the horse with Mercedes. You know, I mean, I think with the proper booking and the better gimmick, I think Mercedes would have gotten to where they're pushing her to be so desperately. I just think they try too hard. She's great at what she does. She's a name that every wrestling fan knows. It doesn't take too much. I could have booked her to be a superstar in a matter of a month, organically, and not just to the moon, and shoved her and then relentlessly shoved her and then gave her every title and gave her every win. It didn't take all of that. She didn't need all of that to become a superstar. But when you shove someone, it never works out. I don't get how bookers don't understand that. When you put a rocket pack to somebody and then shove them down the fans' throats, it never works out in your favor.
No.
No one is sitting around saying, "Ooh, thank God we shoved them down the fans' throats. Now it's paying off." Never works out that way, but they keep doing it.
How do you guys feel about Charlotte when Charlotte does what her, her character does every single time she's out there, man? 14, 15, 16 world championships. Are you sick of that yet? Mercedes hasn't even been here a year and a half, 2 years, bro, and we're already fucking sick of this shit. And this division is as deader as it's ever been.
Shoving a wrestler down the fans' throats has not worked since Hogan in the 80s, bro.
Nope.
It just the fans have gotten smarter. When you started telling fans, which was the right thing to do, by the way, that the shows are scripted and they're predetermined and everything else, once you started doing that, it's kind of hard to shove a wrestler down our throats because we now know that that's what you're doing. We're smart enough to know that now. So we will choose who we want to cheer and boo and everything else. And if we like them, sure. If we don't like them, sure. But you forcing it is just going to make us reject them.
Every superstar that you saw at a top level, if you look at what they're doing with Mercedes, every single time it's happened with everybody else, it's failed. Hogan, like Jesse said. Shawn Michaels, it failed with. Do you remember Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns was shoved down our throats so much that fans legitimately revolted, and Vince never listened. Never. Until Roman had to go away with leukemia because of COVID, came back and said, if I'm going to work in these conditions in this environment, I want what I want. I want Paul Heyman. And then he turned into the tribal chief. Bret Hart, I mean, he turned heel, and it was probably the best thing that he ever did. Stone Cold Steve Austin was a very short shelf life. He got out right in the nick of time. And The Rock, he didn't last long because he went to Hollywood. John Cena, another one. I stopped watching because of John Cena.
Me too. The ultimate, man. They shoved the Heartbreak Kid down our throats, and I think that gave Austin his in because people couldn't wait to cheer a blue collar redneck who didn't like his boss. He was the perfect replacement for that Shawn Michaels bit. But then, Austin and his health, that kind of went and kind of faded. Then you get the rise of The Rock. And there's always a superstar that comes into play that you don't really have to shove. They kind of shoved The Rock, but he didn't have to be. The Rock was fucking undeniable. There was no way he was not going to get over. They did kind of shove him a little bit. But John Cena, oh my God, man.
I stopped watching.
Jesus.
I stopped watching for a full year because of John Cena.
It was too much, man. It was too much for me too. I stopped watching for longer than a year. But yeah, I was tired of it. It was too much.
It's not working out the way that they hope. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure some fucking Mercedes super duper stan is blowing a gasket right now, but they're the first people to pay $99.99 a month to talk to a fucking AI bot of Mercedes or one of her assistants who is a male,
Do they know that she just hired a social media team to answer that goddamn phone?
Bro, they don't know. They're a bunch of fucking half-witted idiots, bro. $99.99 a month to talk to an AI bot. You deserve to have your money stolen at that point. You think Mercedes wants to talk to you? Fuck out of here, man.
Ins and outs of it, but I promise you, she's not sitting around answering thousands and thousands and thousands of text messages. Now, I think all she has to really do is answer one in a blue moon to call it authentic and not a scam.
Yes.
So if she grabs that phone and answers a couple of text messages for 20 minutes a week, then it is her answering messages, and she can't get called out for scamming her fans. But the other 90% of the time, it's her fucking social media team, man. Probably her fucking dog. playing with the fucking phone by the fire pit while she's sipping.
Bro,
her fucking
they
tequila.
absolutely have an AI generated bot response every single time, bro. They just put the same response to everybody, every new number that comes in. The only thing that changes is the fucking name. That's all it is. It's like Chat GPT, bro, for Mercedes.
Money, 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 and you got it's literally her gimmick. And these people are how many people signed up for that shit?
Mercedes? Is that really you? Can I take you to my senior prom? I can't wait to show you off. Maybe you'll give me a kiss at the end of the night. I ate 18 chicken wings before this, and I haven't hit the gym in forever, but I love you, Mercedes.
Those are the people signing up, folks. Those are the people signing up.
Fucking pathetic, man.
You think she wants to talk to her fans, bro? She can't stand her fucking fans. What are you talking about? The last thing she wants to do is talk to you via a text, bro. Give me a fucking break. Come on, man.
You can kind of tell. I mean, I know for a fact that not all wrestlers are annoyed by their fans. But
Not all of them. Most of them are, but not all of them.
But I can see the ones that do. And if you ever see Mercedes interact with one of her hardcore fans at a meet and greet and how she talks to them sometimes, it kind of gives me the feeling that she gets annoyed by her fans. I see somebody who stood in a hot ass line for hours just to get up there and get an autograph and get a second to have a quick conversation with her. And they'll say something like, "Oh man, yeah, I heard you. I heard you are possibly going to be leaving WWE and maybe going to AEW. Is that true?" And then she'll patronize them. "Did you hear from me? Did you hear that from me? You didn't hear from me, did you? No, you heard it from the internet. So it's not right. So get the fuck out of here." You know what I'm saying? She's just an asshole to people sometimes.
Well, why would we hear it from you? She doesn't say anything in regards to that ever.
You know what I'm saying? They're just tell them no, it's not true. And
Or how about this?
patronize
Or how about
people?
this? You'll see in due time. I'm making moves. That's all you need to know. Something.
You don't have to be an asshole about it. You know what I'm saying? This, and then she does that in front of a camera. In front of a camera, then what is she saying about her fans off camera? I don't know. I don't get it, man.
$99.99.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's 4 bags of coffee for me, bro. $99.99.
That's one super chat. Here.
That's one super chat here. You're better off just giving it to me so I could buy fucking AEW all-in mask so I can entertain you, folk.
Yeah, no, this just too many times, and you see other wrestlers and the genuine smile in their faces, the gratification. Go watch Bailey at a meet and greet, and then look at Sasha. I mean, just
It's so much of a scam. Becky Lynch threw some shade at Mercedes with her $99.99.
oh wow.
Gee, who won this match, Jesse? Did Penelope Ford win this match? Did Thunder Rosa win this match?
No,
Did Anna Jay and her fat assets win this match?
that fat ass won that match. No, man, it was the wide load that holds the gold.
Tony Storm? Megan Bain made an interference here. She tried to come to the ring and she laid out Storm and Rosa. It's no DQ because it's a fatal 4-way. Harley Cameron ran out there with a lead pipe and she chased Megan Bain to the back. And then we got a chicken wing she's using now, Jesse. She took a page out of Bob Backlund's playbook with the cross-faced chicken wing. She calls it the TCM chicken wing. And she made Penelope Ford tap out.
Her new submission hold. Yes.
There you go. You need a new move added to the repertoire for Mercedes.
There you go.
Maybe it'll be a submission match. Or maybe it'll be every pinfall. Maybe it'll be every pinfall for a championship at All In. You know.
I don't know, but I got a feeling whatever they do is not gonna make much sense. That's just the feeling I'm getting.
Crew. Who?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Action Andretti. How much action is Action Andretti seeing, bro?
The Crooper Troopers is what they call it.
Leo Rush. They're in no rush to push him, though. I'll tell you that.
They're in no rush to push this tag division.
They're out there because we got the Hurt Syndicate. They hurt people.
They hurt people.
They hurt people. What'd you make of Benjamin Shelton and his comments towards Hulk Hogan, bro? I'm sure you like that, right?
Did that asshole really call him
Benjamin
Shelton?
Yes.
This guy is
He's
trying
the excellence of
he's trying
standard.
so hard to not sound racist. He just sounds racist every time he opens his fucking mouth.
He's the excellence of standard, bro.
He trying to pick out a black guy. I know a black guy. Let me say his name. Benjamin Shelton.
He's managed by PVM. And he wrestles
God.
for WEA.
He had one opportunity to not sound like a fucking insincere asshole, and he dropped the ball. And then Benjamin said, "Get my name out of your fucking mouth."
And he wrestles on the SBT Superstation.
This fucking guy, man. How did he's got to be sitting around saying, "How did I fuck that one up?" Yeah, how did you fuck that one up?
Maybe we should just call him Bolea Terry.
This fucking guy out there messed his name. I saw Shelton react first before I heard of Hogan's comments. I'm like, oh, it was like Hogan called out Shelton Benjamin. And then I heard what the comments were. I was like, wait, he got his name wrong as he's trying to put the guy over? You're so much of a fan that you got his name wrong? Jesus Christ, Hogan, just stop talking. Go run a company with Eric Bischoff.
Man, has anyone ever ruined their credibility as much as Hulk Hogan has?
No.
Maybe if you Duke the Dumpster Drosy, maybe. Heard about him?
Still Hogan. No, still Hogan.
Still Hogan. Huh?
Still Hogan.
Yeah, he's number one.
Jesus Christ, man.
Hurt Syndicate's out there. They're confronted by Top Flight. Gee, man, the excitement levels are off the fucking charts here, man. Top Flight. They're out there, and they're talking about them being the underdogs and crew. They're scared to step up, and MVP X, Top Flight, if they want to be the next to get hurt. Dante said they know that they're the underdogs in this situation, and no one has their money on them, but they have proven themselves against championship caliber teams before and will again. So Darius asked the Motor City if they want to see a miracle. The answer, undoubtedly, was no. Detroit did not want to see a miracle. MJF sprinted out, taped fists, beat the shit out of both Top Flight, bloodying both Dante and Darius. MJF wiped a little bit of Dante's blood on his shirt. He delivered a powerbomb on the apron of the ring. He then got into the ring and got into Lashley's face. MVP handed the microphone over to MJF, or in this case, FJM. And he screamed that he hurts people. Lashley took the microphone, and it looks like they had Lashley's mic muted. So I didn't really get a sense of what he said here. But all I heard was that Lashley smiled and said, "We'll have an answer for you next week." MJF walked to the back, and that was it.
Too long.
That was it.
This shit's going on for too fucking long.
You know why? Because
No,
Cedric Alexander's showing up next week. Easy.
Okay, how come he couldn't show up this week?
Because he is still under a 90-day until Friday. Friday at midnight, he is contractually tied to WWE.
Is that legit? I didn't know
Yes,
that.
because he's wrestling at the House of Glory show on Friday.
They gotta do a better job at timing this shit out, because this shit has gone on, I say 2 weeks too long, waiting for him to come in and make this make sense.
Bro, they're gonna get what is the deal here? It's everybody in the Hurt Syndicate has got to give thumbs up, correct?
They need
Is that it?
He was told he needed 3 thumbs up.
3 thumbs. That's all the members in the Hurt business or Hurt
That's all,
Syndicate.
right? So I don't know if they still need 3 or now they're gonna need.
Well,
4.
if they do get 3, I think the legal representation that we saw tonight means that Cedric's going to come on in and he's going to be the one to give a thumbs down, and MJF is not going to get in. That's what I'm predicting.
Making MJF a babyface.
I don't know, I guess, really. But not if MJF devises an attack on the Hurt Syndicate.
making them I want to see where this goes because it makes no sense.
Cedric is definitely joining.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he gives the thumbs down. MJF is just over it. FTR and MJF join up, and it's a 3-on-3. That's what I'm guessing. One of the matches at the pay-per-view almost, to me, seemingly feels like FTR versus the Hurt Syndicate.
Especially since MJF just beat the shit out of Top Flight for no reason.
Yeah.
Now he's going to get screwed over and not get in. Is he supposed to be the babyface now? See, stuff like tonight is what's confusing me about where this is going. MJF just beat the crap out of a tag team, mind you, by himself.
Well,
Clearly,
he
cannot be a babyface.
Well, he did sneak attack them from behind.
So what happens when the Hurt Syndicate turns their back on him?
I don't know.
This is so fucking confusing, man.
We'll see next week. Maybe he has to wrestle Cedric again, and I don't know. Any which way this could go, I'm interested. It's the best thing on the show. Even though it is taking just a little bit too long to get there, I will say.
Definitely.
Young Bucks, Okada were backstage, and they scolded Excalibur for not having more enthusiasm to throw it to the EVPs. Excalibur is just garbage, so that's why. Okada told Kevin Knight to have a good night, bitch. They were supposed to wrestle tonight. Another eliminator. Great. Ricochet walked in. 6-man tag team match tonight was his idea, as he knows the Bucks have a Swerve problem, and he has Swerve's number, just like he has Mike Bailey's number. So follow his lead, and they'll be on their way to victory. Ricochet leaves. Young Bucks go back into the locker room, and the Death Riders were telling ghost stories. They were telling
ghost stories? Oh my goodness, they were sitting in the dark, Jesse. They were sitting around telling ghost stories.
And that was it. No dialogue, no interactions. They were just there. Marina Shafir slammed the door in the face of the camera. Goodbye.
How long were they in there for?
I don't know.
They toasted some marshmallows. They had
something right.
s'mores. They stood around the campfire and told some ghost stories.
Sharing YouTube videos.
Ridiculous. Nick Wayne. He defended the Ring of Honor TV title. Why? Why is Ring of Honor still on this show, bro? Who cares?
Why does a brand that does not have a TV deal have a TV champion? Has anyone ever asked him this?
He went one-on-one with somebody from Christian Cage's past. Rhino, Jesse. The man beast, Rhino.
I think we see where this is going now.
What did you think of Rhino's AEW debut, bro?
He's Rhino. I mean, I've seen Rhino from time to time in TNA. So it wasn't that big of a shock. But is he signed or did he just show up?
I do think this was a one-off. This would have been much more of a surprise if social media didn't ruin it for everybody. But
it didn't ruin it for me.
Well, there you go. You're one of the very lucky then.
I didn't know what's happening.
You were blown away by
stay off of social
Rhino, media. Detroit's own Rhino on AEW Dynamite. Man, I can't. The sickos are going crazy. 60-year-old Rhino.
It was news to me. I mean, but I didn't make the moment any better for me. I mean,
he lost.
I thought it might have been Edge. Oh, I'm sorry, Cope. And that's clearly where this is going. You have to face someone else from his past, and I think it's gonna be Cope one day.
He lost. Rhino lost, man. 3 minutes. Easy. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye.
That was the right call.
Sure. Rhino delivered a big belly-to-belly before signaling for the gore. Kip Sabian ran distraction on the referee. Lockhart should trip Rhino up. Wayne charged, but was flattened by a spinebuster. Rhino went for the gore. Wayne sidestepped, allowing Wayne to deliver a kill switch. Goodbye. All over. The slow build, bro. The slow build between Cage and Wayne. The tension between father and son here continuing. I don't know how we get Christian. Christian's going babyface, I would assume. Are they going to go Nick Wayne turning on Christian in hopes that it turns Christian babyface, bro. Is that the way they're going?
Oh God, that's the only way to go. That is the only way to go. He's gonna continue doing him and doing his thing, and then Wayne and his mom and Kip, for whatever Kip does in that damn group, is also gonna turn. And yeah, they can push. My hope is they can push Christian Cage into tweener. And because I just don't want to see him go full babyface. And then we'll get Cage and Cope back together at some point. But yeah, they're getting ready to go ahead and give Nick Wayne that they're holding Nick Wayne up on the bicycle right now, and they're helping him steer, and they're like kind of letting go and holding and then letting go, but they're getting ready to let him go and see how he rides. Hope he doesn't fall. He's going to be full-fledged heel by himself, the leader of his own little faction. See how it goes.
After the match was over, Nick Wayne went to take the Ring of Honor TV title away from Christian, who grabbed it first, who faked like he was about to put it around Wayne's waist, but instead he looked at it. Cage threw the title at Wayne's feet before leaving with Mother Wayne and Kip Sabian. Oh, no, actually, Mother Wayne stayed with her son. He left with Kip Sabian.
Oh, man.
There you go.
What about Luchasaurus? When is he coming back?
I don't know, but he was at the Knicks game a couple of weeks ago in his mask.
What was it really? It was on TV?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was on social media. I seen it on social media. I didn't see him on TV, but I seen someone screenshot that he was there in the crowd with his mask on.
Hey, you gotta be close to a return by now.
I like that he's living the gimmick, bro.
Keeping
Keeping kayfabe alive over there, Luchasaurus.
He has to. He can go out there without it, but he just can't. Nobody will really notice him. He can't go around telling everybody who he is.
Footage of Sammy Guevara winning a 4-way on Collision was shown.
There you go.
Roosh, Kevin Knight, AR Fox was shown. Roosh then cut a promo saying Kevin Knight cost him that match, and he will pay with his blood. If you mess with the bull, you get the hurt.
That's his first sentence he's ever learned in English, man. And he keeps repeating it.
If you mess with the bull, you get the hurt.
He repeats them shits.
My little hobbitses.
Good to see Roosh. Glad that they're using him for something. Hey, Kevin Knight's going to get a win, man. He's going up against Roosh. There you go, man. We talked about Kevin Knight not winning matches. There he goes. He's going to win against Roosh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gee, I wonder why the ratings are in the fucking toilet.
I mean, right.
Who cares? Who cares about any of this? You don't build these guys up. You don't make them feel important, and you want to throw them on TV and then ask for people to be fucking, oh my God, man, great string of shows. Swerve, Mark Briscoe, and Mike Bailey, 6-man tag team match against Ricochet and the Young Bucks. Basically the same match that we got last week, minus one guy on each team. Another all-star 6-man tag team match. Where did this go? What purpose did this serve to overall story longevity, Jesse?
What does this, how does this lead into the Bucks and their relationship with the Death Riders?
What does this do for the Bucks and the Swerve storyline? There's no dialogue between any of them. Am I supposed to believe that Swerve has a problem with the Young Bucks? He hasn't said a fucking word in 3 weeks.
What's Ricochet's involvement in this?
He's just there. He's bald.
He's bald.
He's looking for hair tips from the Young Bucks.
If you missed it earlier, I said this early on in the stream. I do like Ricochet teaming with the Young Bucks.
I do.
I feel like there's some good chemistry there. I would love to see them work together more often. I would like them to make it make sense. You know, they haven't done that, but I feel like that shouldn't be too hard to do. They do work very well together in matches, so I kind of want to see that more.
What is Mike Bailey's involvement here with everybody? What is he doing? Why is he all of a sudden labeled an all-star the last couple of weeks? Is he an all-star? Did anybody think Mike Bailey was an all-star?
Rocket Pack.
Mark Briscoe. He's in these matches basically to mostly eat the pin.
He pins.
That's it. He didn't eat the pin tonight, surprisingly, with Swerve. So what does this have to do with
nice
him?
change of pace because I was waiting for Briscoe to eat that pin.
This was the same match you got last week. The only difference is no Okada, no Omega, and in Swerve. That's basically it. What do you want me to say about this? This is an indie-rific fucking, oh my God, man, PWG-inspired fucking party out there. That everybody's doing big moves and flips and dives, and there's no fucking story. You know, everybody wants to claim that the story in AEW happens in the ring, and then it builds to something else. All I see is nothing more than spot monkeys out there doing big spots, and there's no emotion in anything. That's it. Flip, dive, big spot here, big spot there, Swerve dancing and doing the shuffle, and that's it. If anybody has another reason why I should care about this match other than JD was JD for NY 206, it was great graphs, man. I'd love an explanation as to why I should care outside that. Anybody?
I happen to enjoy it because I'm enjoying Ricochet with the Bucks. If that pairing wasn't enjoyable to me, I wouldn't have found anything about this that I enjoyed.
The answer from the venue is no, Jesse. Nobody has an answer.
No?
Nobody.
Man.
The Young Bucks and Ricochet. Matthew pinned Swerve. Great. Anarchy in the arena. Here we come, Jesse. You excited about Anarchy in the arena in 3 weeks?
No.
No.
How come the Bucks don't care about the tag team titles?
I'd love some reason as to why they want to team with the Death Riders. Did we get any explanation for that?
No, but they hang out in the locker rooms together.
What happened? What happened to doing it for the Hangman, Jesse? Remember that?
I did it for the hanger.
They did it for the Hangman. Did anybody ever go back to that and give me a reason as to why they did it for the Hangman?
No, they told us. Hey, they told us that Moxley didn't care about why they did it, and they don't like them. But now they're hanging out in their locker rooms.
What about Hangman's interaction with Nana and his problems with Swerve? Did they ever have any interactions for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks? I didn't see one.
Nah, it was all forgiven because Swerve said, "I know." You know, so.
Man, the level of detail in this company is absolutely impeccable, bro. Impeccable.
Could be better.
Absolutely fucking ridiculous. None of this means a fucking thing to anything.
No.
The Bucks and Ricochet win when Matthew pins Swerve. Great. Go take your indie-rific matches and fucking go in some fucking armory somewhere and wrestle in front of 20 people, man. Get this shit off fucking television.
I'm not sure. What story does that tell? I mean, we have a tag team wrestler pinning one of your top guys.
I don't know.
What future story does that tell?
Apparently it's buck hunting season.
Look, I'm not opposed to Swerve taking a pin to tell a story. That's fine. Swerve is unfucking touchable. Swerve is bulletproof in this company at this point, okay? So if he's going to take a pin to tell a story going forward, that's fine. That's okay. But, like, what? I mean, it's not like Ricochet pin Swerve. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is one of the Bucks pinning Swerve? What story does that tell going forward?
I don't know. I guess that gives them immunity for buck hunting season. I don't know. Does it give them an extra life when he goes and plays duck hunt or buck hunt?
Matt Jackson for the heavyweight title, says somebody. Like, exactly. Where is this going? What story does that tell?
Matt Jackson will challenge the winner of Hangman versus Ospreay right before All In.
You want to pin Swerve? Make it make sense. Make it important. Swerve got pinned. Oh shit! By who?
Man, you know, if someone fucked me out of a world championship the way that the Bucks fucked Swerve out of the world championship, I'd be a lot more angrier than Swerve is right now. What's going on there?
Pretty pissed.
It's like he's out there every single week and not a fucking single drop of emotion, man. You'd think he'd be out for blood. It almost feels like he's ready to take these guys out for a Denny's midnight snack and a couple of drinks afterwards.
Well, relax, bro. It's not like the guy's fucking labeled as like the most dangerous man in the company. I mean, Jesus Christ, bro.
This company is fucking so lost, bro. They've lost the plot so much. The most dangerous man in AEW, man. And what happened? 3 weeks now, 4 weeks. Not a single drop of the Bucks blood on this show. What are you waiting for?
He should be sneaking the motherfucker. He should have been waiting in their locker room to kick some ass. I mean,
bro, he should be in Cucamonga, California, wherever the fuck they're from, and he should be sniping them on the beach somewhere on vacation.
Rancho Cucamonga.
By
the way, during the pandemic and the wrestling shows they put on in their backyard, that was good stuff.
Well, everybody needed to do something. So
yeah, they did.
Garbage.
But yeah, I don't get it. I mean, if you're gonna pin Swerve, make it mean something. That's all. I'm not sitting there saying Swerve is buried. I'm not saying you screwed him over. I'm just saying if you're gonna pin him, make it mean something. And I'm not looking forward to a Swerve versus Matt Jackson match. So don't feed me that bullshit.
So let's see what's going on here. I gotta check. Oh wow, Solomonster went nearly 2 hours tonight, man. Last week he went 1 hour and 17 minutes. Wow, that's a round of applause for the Solomonster over there. Look at that.
There we go. He got it right. Come on, let's wrap these shits up. Let's go.
What do we got here? Let's see what we got next. We got Renee is with Will Ospreay. He talks about Adam Page in the tag team match next week against the Callis family. MJF showed up. He shielded his shop, AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring, which is on sale for a whopping $149.99. I will not be buying that at all.
Bro, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Why is that ring worth over $100?
Because MJF wants to make you more poor, bro.
Because that's not enough money to make it real.
Well, I mean, he's got to live the gimmick, bro. What do you want him to charge? You want him to charge $40,000 for a real fucking ring? What do you want him to do?
No, but why are we charging over $100 for a not real ring? If it's a gimmick, it's a gimmick.
Bro, you could go to Macy's and buy an Invicta watch that looks like a Rolex Submariner, bro. And it's like identical. Like if you take a watch novice, he'll know what it is right away. If you take someone who's like a fucking idiot and show you oh man, it's a Rolex. Oh no, it's an Invicta. You're easily fooled, bro. And they sell those watches for $99.99, man. It feels legit. So I'm assuming that for $149, the ring feels like a gold-plated ring. It feels like it's got cubic zirconia in it. And it feels like a legitimate ring.
My feeling is that someone charging that much for that watch, the watch is made to try to fool people. Who?
Yes.
Who is going to believe at a wrestling show that they're sitting next to a big fucking dweeb wearing an authentic, real Dynamite diamond ring?
Bro, if you buy this ring and then you wear this ring to a wrestling show, man, you have to be the biggest virgin known to existence, bro. Like you're basically telling everybody, hey man, I get no pussy. Period. Simple.
Dynamite diamond ring.
MJF is laughing all the way to how much you think he gets back end on this, bro? You think like maybe 20% of all sales?
Who knows? I mean, if he's selling them and they cost that much, it's worth a lot.
Well, listen, man, he's got to pay for that little rock he's got on Alicia's finger over there. Holy shit, you see that thing?
Man, I saw the fucking boulder on her finger and I was looking like, what the fuck is that, man?
Hey, good for him, man. Good for them. You know?
Jeez.
He's making enough money, man. He could go buy whatever the fuck he wants and do whatever he wants, man. Good for him.
I don't know
He
if that's
suckered
just
Toni
for
out of this
decoration.
He suckered Toni so bad out of that contract, man. He's like, fuck out of here, man. After this contract, I'm done, man. I'm going over to the other con and making even more money.
Bro, if you guys missed that, man, go back and take another look at Alicia Toots' ring finger during tonight's show. And the big glass boulder hanging from it. I don't know how she managed to keep her arm up. Jeez.
Good for them. Got to pay for that ring somehow.
Man.
So MJF confronted Ospreay. Maybe this is a little glimpse into the future here. MJF told Ospreay he hopes he wins the Owen. Go to All In. Win his AEW title back. So he can get an easy W when he wrestles Ospreay again. Ospreay asks why MJF wasn't in the Owen. but realized if he did enter, Ospreay would drop him right on his head just like he did at Wembley last year, and asked how the power in Max's arm is. Little shoot there. Is that a shoot?
I don't know, but
what's going on there?
Looks like someone is noticing that the fan base or this podcast has been wondering why Max is going through all of this trouble to get into the Hurt Syndicate so that he can try to get back his Triple B when all he had to do was go wrestle. That's it. Go wrestle.
The one thing he does best.
That's it.
He hasn't done.
Hell, the everyone else in the company can get a title match by beating the champion. That road can be even shorter if he just does an eliminator match with Moxley.
MJF then goes on and tells Ospreay the reason that Ospreay is the reason he put. I fucked this up twice. MJF said Ospreay is the reason they put instructions on shampoo bottles. I guess he's got pretty hair. But if they ever wrestle again, he'll find out that there's no one on the level of the devil. So MJF went to leave. Ospreay pulled him back and said he is on another level. So it looks like we got a little glimpse into the future. If Ospreay does go on and beat Jon Moxley at All In and wins the championship, obviously we have matches with MJF to look forward to. Swerve, Hangman again maybe, Kenny Omega. So we'll see what happens. Jamie Hayter had a sit-down interview. She talked about the Owen final with Mercedes. Hayter said she wants to get to know the real Mercedes, the human behind the hype, not the brand or the egotistical woman we see today. Renee said Mone said last week Hayter reminds her of herself, and Hayter said that's insulting. Mone ran away last week like she owned Hayter money. But Hayter doesn't have Mone's resume, but she has grit and truth. This isn't about gold or glory. This is about showing that Mone isn't untouchable. Really? Fooled me. She's not the second coming. Really, Jamie? Oh, man, what planet are you living on? Renee brought up the back injury for Hayter, and she said, I'm fine. I don't want to talk about the back injury. Mercedes is looking past her, and that's what I don't like. Mone then burst into the interview and attacked Jamie Hayter from behind, and they were shown running away into the arena and onto the stage. Mone, who just attacked Hayter, tried running again, but Hayter got in a few shots. Hayter looked into the camera, was about to say something, but Mone attacked from behind and applied the statement maker, and she held it on and reeled back. She finally let go after officials were out there and stood next to the Owen cup and smiled as Hayter was writhing in pain as the segment came to a close. Well, man, they're really making a case for Jamie Hayter not to win this match, huh?
I'm going to say this every damn week until they do something about it. Jamie Hayter looks fucking ridiculous in this gimmick and this outfit that she fucking wore tonight, man.
She is ridiculous, bro.
She looks like some cosplay Scooby-Doo character.
Oh,
the fact that they brought it up and brought light of it makes it even worse.
Mercedes called me a cartoon character last week. Meanwhile, you're out there, you look like you're guest starring next to fucking Mike Myers and Austin Powers. The fuck are you doing out there, bro? Holy shit.
Looks god awful. Why is this gimmick Why? She didn't leave with this gimmick before her injury. She came back with it. No explanation as to why she decided to look like a 70s porn star. I don't understand this shit. I don't get it.
Bro, is Austin Powers getting a fourth movie? Are they? She'd be perfect. What she was wearing tonight would be perfect, man.
Is she trying to land that role or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
She does not act like she's trying to portray. Toni Storm comes out acting like some 1950s movie star because that's her gimmick. She comes out and portrays herself as a timeless movie star from back in the olden days. Jamie Hayter just comes out dressed like the 70s, no explanation, just fucking does it.
Reggie?
Just does it.
Bro!
She got dressed this morning and she grabbed vertical stripe bell bottoms, and that's how she dresses every day. I mean, what gimmick is this?
Reggie?
Why is she dressed like this?
Bro!
Seriously.
Let me at him.
Just give her a big Great Dane.
Let me at him, Scoob.
Might as well.
It's very shagadelic, baby. Austin Powers. Yeah.
Did she come back and say, since my injury, I've gotten in touch with my 70? I mean, she just changed her fucking clothes and outfit and her gimmick with no explanation. Why?
Oh man, I gotta get an Austin Powers fucking sound clip over here, man. Every time we talk about Jimmy, I gotta get some Austin Powers sound clips for Double or Nothing, man. Yeah, baby. Oh God, this show sucks. I'm sorry. Willow. She got some airtime. Holy shit, Willow. She brings up her ongoing issues with the Death Riders. Nobody cares, Willow. Nobody cares. Nightingale said she knows the list of people wanting revenge on the Death Riders is growing, but wants to be the first one to put her fist in their faces. When your girl walks in, Jesse, Chris Statlander.
There she go.
Nightingale knows Statlander is sorry and asks if she's just feeling remorseful about losing the Owen. Willow reminds Statlander that she could have won the Owen last year, but didn't because of Stat. Nightingale stopped Statlander from leaving and said, if Stat wants to settle things in the ring, how about tomorrow night on Collision? A lot of the sickos are wanting to see them wrestle again. Yeah, she said that, by the way.
Called them
legit.
sickos on TV. Yeah, she did.
Statlander accepts the challenge, and they shake hands. Still no explanation as to why they abandoned each other, or why Stat abandoned Stokely, but...
Thank you. I'm like, fuck that.
Here we are.
That's one thing at a time.
We're getting a match? Yeah. Do I make you Randy, baby?
Did she watch Austin Powers during her hiatus? Why did she come out dressed like this? Just out of the blue. No explanation.
I'll tell you, man. I gotta get some Austin Powers clips for Double or Nothing, man.
It's so frustrating.
Kevin Knight and Kazuchika Okada, another eliminator, as they continue to eliminate ratings as this show goes on. Roosh attacked Kevin Knight from behind.
Why?
You're asking me?
When you mess with the bull.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You get the horns. Every feud for Roosh ever going forward is all explained. Easily. Someone, oh my goodness gracious, Top Flight was attacked by Roosh. But why? Because you mess with the bull and you get the horns.
No, it's not the horns, bro. It's the...
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Shall we shag now or shag later?
That's so fucking...
Oh, my God, man.
A lot of vagina.
A lot of vagina. And your name... They call me number 2. That second movie was so fucking good, man.
Finally, that brings me to my number 2, man. His name?
Number 2.
Number 2.
So Roosh attacked Kevin Knight, and Mike Bailey was out there trying to help his buddy. And all I heard is Aubrey Edwards... Bailey, you gotta go to the back. Speedball, you gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here. I'm like, what? Why are you so vehemently telling this guy to go away? And then Excalibur says, Continental Classic rules. Nobody could be on the outside. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Can we get rid of this fucking championship? What a ridiculous fuck. Yes, the one championship that allows nobody on the outside to be near the ring, man. No outside interference. Can we have that happen in every fucking match?
No. Not at all.
So Kevin Knight got his ass beat before the bell rang. He's such a great competitor, right? He's an all-star. He gets in the ring, bell rings. He still continues the match with Okada. What does he do, Jesse? Did he come close to winning? Did he put on a great performance? Was it a star-studded all-star performance from the new free agent Kevin Knight?
He ate Rainmakers like they were going out of style.
It rained Rainmakers on Kevin Knight. Did Kevin Knight He ran into the bull and he got there.
I'm just happy that Okada didn't hold him up and raise his hand and put him over. Like, this guy's a blue chipper. Yeah. No. He gave him more fucking rainmakers. There you go. Good.
What was this supposed to make Kevin Knight into a valiant, come from behind babyface here, man? Did you get that vibe here from this match?
No. But hey, the guy's on TV.
Sure.
He's working matches with Kazuchika Okada.
Sure.
Kevin Knight's in a good space right now.
And his only 2 wins are against Lance Archer and AR Fox.
There you go.
There you go.
He's in a good space. I get that they want to push him. I get it. But I'm glad that they're just done with this guy's so incredible, you have to watch him now type bullshit. No, I don't. I'll decide when he's great. You just keep putting him on TV in good matches, which is what they've been doing, which is fine. He can come out on TV and lose to Okada. That's a fantastic TV match. That works.
Don Callis. They got 3 segments on this show. You believe that?
Callis family.
Backstage, Callis brings up the Outrunners. Yes, the Outrunners challenging Beretta and Rocky Romero, but ups the ante and tells them to find 2 more partners to face the entire Don Callis family. So we're going to get Lance Archer, Kyle Fletcher, Beretta, and Rocky Romero against the Outrunners and 2 mystery tag team partners for the Outrunners. And Callis said, so that they can kick their asses like it's 1983.
Now, did I get this right? Callis is going to wrestle?
No, Callis is not wrestling.
I thought he said something about I used to wrestle back in the day. So you guys get a third or something like that, then I'll kick your asses. I thought he was putting himself in a match.
No, he told them to go find 2 more partners as he has Lance Archer, Kyle Fletcher, and Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta on his team.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. And are they coloring the scar on Callis's head? Why is it bright red?
Bro, it looks like who's that Street Fighter character that has it? It's like Akuma, right? It's like Akuma's got that fucking scar on his face, bro. And it's it's glowing. It's glowing.
How is it not healed to the point where the skin color's coming back?
I thought it was legit. I thought it was a legit thing. It wasn't a legit thing.
It was. No, it is. But
they just make up it and make it look even more vicious than it really is.
I'm thinking they might be hitting it with some makeup to make it pronounced.
That's what I think so, yeah.
It might be.
All right, and before we get at it, I mean, Claudio and Samoa Joe, anything you want to add to this? Because I'm not going over a Death Riders match. Fuck the Death Riders.
No, man. Not at all. I fell asleep during the match. No, man.
So, just to give you guys a glimpse into what happened here, Claudio went for a rake of the eyes, an uppercut, and then we got a springboard uppercut from Claudio. Then he went for the giant swing. Joe fired off a big kick. Claudio fell right into a coquina clutch and immediately tapped out. I mean, he tapped out quicker than Gunther tapped out to Jey Uso at WrestleMania.
Gunther is in a submission hold by Jey Uso. Huh?
Yeah, it was that quick. Yes.
I mean, what the?
So post match, Joe stood tall in the ring as Wheeler Useless showed up. Marine Shafir and Jon Moxley appeared at ringside as well. Powerhouse Hobbs ran to the ring with a chair to give Joe some backup. Hobbs took care of Claudio with the steel chair repeatedly in the back. Moxley looked on from the crowd. Joe set up a chair and delivered a front-face suplex onto it, crushing Claudio's ribs. And payback for what happened to Katsuyori Shibata last week. Joe stared down Moxley while holding the chair high in the air. And the steel cage match, that's the final image that you see before next week's steel cage match for the AEW World Championship. Jesse, why didn't Moxley get in the ring with Joe? And why didn't we get Joe over Moxley in the go-home segment tonight? Would it be that Jon Moxley basically gave the Ops the Trios Championships, and that's the extent of what they're getting out of this storyline?
Yeah.
You're not getting over on me, man. You're not getting over on me. That's we gave you enough. We gave you enough. Moxley's creative control running rampant here.
Yes, but although if you gave Joe that title, I don't think anyone would complain right now.
No. Listen, I would love a impromptu title change, bro. I don't know where.
Get Joe is champ.
Joe versus Ospreay at the pay-per-view. I'll take it.
I'll take that. Yep.
So that's another stellar AEW Dynamite show. So great, man. I can't wait for you guys to go back and watch the replay, man. You're going to have a hell of a good time. Collision tomorrow night. Danny Garcia versus a member of FTR. Chris Statlander versus Willow Nightingale. Mike Bailey versus Dralistico. And Anthony Bowens versus our good buddy Lee Johnson. Big shotty.
Big shotty.
And then Beach Break next week. Moxley, Joe, Steel Cage match, AEW title, and Adam Page, Will Ospreay versus Konosuke Takeshita and Josh Alexander.
Should I go to the Chicago show?
Then that means no Collision Corner next week, and you can disappoint 2,700 people, bro.
What if I could do Collision Corner live?
You could.
I can't do Collision Corner live.
Could. Folks, that's...
I gotta make too many things move to be able to go to next week's show.
Folks, that's your Dynamite review. You had a good time. Please hit the thumbs up. We're already over 1,000 likes, so I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for 1,000 likes. Thank you for getting a Collision Corner out of this guy tonight, because last week we didn't get it.
I got that lost episode. I gotta post that somewhere. You know what? Oh, I forgot. I was gonna post it like in a short or something like that, but turns out I don't have the Collision Corner music. You have it.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, you guys send that to me. All right.
Make sure you guys follow us on social media at JDfromNY206, at Chi-Town Smart. If you guys have made it this far, please leave a comment down below. It helps us out tremendously. Let us know what you thought of Dynamite tonight. Hit that thumbs up. Super chats are open. They will be open until we end the stream tonight. And go check out all the videos so far on the channel this week. Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night Titans 94 with the one and only Solid Monster. So go and check that out from last night. Great discussion on the WWE releases and Backlash preview predictions for this Saturday. I will be live for the Backlash post. As we get into your super chats, Joey Taylor. We'll start off with Joey Taylor here.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Have you noticed my new hat?
I did. What is that?
I've never seen this one before, have it? This is a Chicago White Sox hat.
I like it. It's nice.
This is a limited edition. It's a collab with the Chicago Bulls.
Ooh. See, I wish the Braves would do something like that.
So it's got, I can't see.
Oh, you like those flex fits too. Those are my favorites.
Yeah. So there we go. So it says Chicago, it says South Side in the back of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
And on the front it says Chicago and the White Sox.
Nice.
Now, if you notice here, you'll see like this little half a wing. This is
like
half of a wing of the original Michael Jordan logo, the Air Jordan logo with the wings.
Nice.
So it's a Chicago Bulls, Chicago White Sox collab hat. It's kind of awesome.
It's a very good looking hat.
Thank you.
I'm always looking for some new styles. You got the where I buy my hats. I buy them on lids.com. Pretty boring over there right now.
Yeah, this is a limited edition collab, so I had to pick one up.
Joey Taylor, this is a question for Jesse with the $2 super chat. Eminem or Dr. Dre? Who's the better rapper?
What? Okay, Eminem.
Okay, there you go.
That was a real question.
That was a real question. JD Jesse, with all due respect, Tony Storm as a wrestler, fantastic. I've changed the channel the past 2 weeks because I am done with Storm as the timeless one.
Oh my God, man.
Well, tell us how you really feel, bro.
Yeah, she's killing the game right now, man.
Michael Krause with the $2 super chat. Good Wednesday, JD and Jesse. How is everyone tonight? Yeah. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
David Thiering with a 5. So on your social media, JD, the brand new AEW All In Texas commemorative Lucha mask. I laughed like you did. Will that be a new goal in the future? Well, you know it, brother. You contributed, and it is. And you met it, and I will be wearing that all in stream. Ali. What did they call Batman when he was little? Let me repeat this, because he just went on with a complete run-on sentence. What did they call Batman when he was little?
Batman.
Lil Wayne.
Okay, where's Sidro?
Ali, man, I don't quit your day job, bro. Nate with a 2. I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it.
So we're rehashing 1970s one-liners.
Nate, why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
Okay, stop. Okay, this is enough. All right, we're done.
What's MJF's favorite game? Guess who is better than you, and you know it. You guys are not making Jesse laugh. $2 super chat from Ali. JD, when do you see Thunder Rosa going to WWE? As soon as her contract is up. Tone C with a 5. What happened, Joe?
Who would ask if who's better, Dre or Eminem?
Dr. Dre.
That's like asking who was a better basketball player, Michael Jordan or Phil Jackson.
Well, I mean, what if someone gave you their answer and their answer was Dr. Dre? You're gonna say no?
Yeah, it's wrong.
But isn't Dr. Dre a legend?
He's a legend. He's not a rapper.
Yes, he's
a
more of a studio head. Yes.
Yeah, he's a producer. He's not a rapper. Fine. If you want a fair question, is Eminem a better rapper than Dre is producer? Okay, that's a debatable question, I guess. But who's the better? No. Who's better basketball player, Phil Jackson or Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan. Yeah, but Phil Jackson coached him. Yeah, but he can't fucking play ball. He can coach.
Tone C with a $5 super chat. They check signs, but I made it in with my "What the fuck are you guys drinking?" I didn't see it, brother. I saw a Solid Monster sign there, but I didn't see your sign. Tribal Chief with a 2. JD Jesse, you guys bust me up. Thank you. OTS for life, pal. Thank you, brother. Tone C also with a 2. He says, I don't know how the crowd was on TV, but I had fun. Yeah, you guys were okay today. Dovey, thank you for the 100 again. Hopefully you had a good time at the show tonight. Dylan, thank you for the 100. Inferno Fireboy with a 2. Let's go Knicks. They lead 2-0. Yeah, kind of low-key cheering for the Knicks.
Who they get right now? Celtics?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
MGM Ballin. Oh, what is it? The Pacers or the Celtics? Who is it?
I don't know.
I don't
Chad,
know.
it's the Pacers or the Celtics?
Who is it, Chad? Who are the Knicks up to 2-0?
The Knicks haven't had a good championship run in a very long time, man.
MGM Ballin with a $50 super chat. Riding a high right now off the Knicks taking 2 games in ball. Okay, it's the Celtics. There you go. MGM Ballin just answered our question. Glad I have you guys to keep me posted on the graps. Cheers, brothers. Thank you, Ballin. Always appreciate MGM Ballin being in the chat. Best in the world, Matt, with a $500 bomb. Tremendous piece of business there, Matt. Thank you, brother. Tone C with a 5. I didn't know Obituary was in town till after the show, but I've seen them before up front, and I got a guitar pick from Trevor. I was never an Obituary fan, bro. Never really a fan of their music. I did buy Miles Kennedy tickets today. He's coming to New Jersey with Wolfgang Van Halen. So I'm going to go see them in September. David, thank you, brother, for the $300 super chat. Always love David Thiering. David fucking Thiering in the chat. Willie with a Billy Bomb 100. Thank you, brother. Please get well. Jay Everington with a 2. Did Mike Bailey ever get his new shoes? No, he's still wrestling barefoot. Bose Wrench with a 5. If you guys get the chance, check out Julia vs. Jordan Grace from NXT last night. It was amazing. Julia is a badass. Cheers. A lot of people were like, oh, Jordan Grace is unsafe in the ring. Bro, Julia felt like she was on cloud 9 after they dropped her on her head, man. That's exactly what she was missing. She came to WWE and they played it safe. She felt alive for the first time.
Oh, I've never thought of Jordan Grace being unsafe.
No, me neither.
That's horse shit.
I know. Tellable Swayze with a $4.99. My old ass piano has more life than this train wreck of a show. Then people want Dakota or Shayna or Braun to go there. They won't even do right by him. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah?
I think Shayna Baszler's coming for sure.
You think she is?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And Dakota Kai, I would say.
I think and bringing Ronda with her.
I think Dakota's a safe bet too.
Probably. I think Shayna's coming and bringing Ronda with her, and they're gonna get with Marina Shafir. I don't know about Jessamine Duke coming though.
No, she was the worst of the 3.
She was very bad.
Yeah, she was bad. Ashen Chevalier with a 5. TK wishes he could get his tip into Monet. Okay.
All right.
I don't think Toni is her type, bro. Ollie Williams with a $4.99. I used to love Forbidden Door, but now I can't be bothered to watch. Bro, it's going to be nothing but graps. There's no story there. Scorpio with a 2. So, where's Mariah May? She's home chilling. She's on ice. She's in Guantanamo Bay, bro. P.S. Megan Bain's gear is fire. Yeah, she is.
I think it was Billy. I think it was Billy Sazane. I think he was saying that it was wrestling purists that said that Mariah signed for 5 years.
No, I don't think that's.
No,
I don't think that's legit. Big Steve with 7 months. Yeah, Jesse. He wants the masks. Get him a mask. You want the mask, bro?
He does not speak for me.
Okay. Big Steve, you don't speak for him, bro. Sorry. Ashton Chevrolet with 3 months. He says, go Leafs, go. Yes, the hockey playoffs are happening. I don't know if anybody cares, but not today. Jay with 32 months. Happy 32 months, JD. Double or nothing 3 weeks again away, and I'm not excited about it as a show that's supposed to be their SummerSlam. This build is not it. No, it's not. It's not it. Robert Hurt with 50 months. Robert Hurt. JD, you rock, brother. Is it true that Hogan is trying to start a wrestling company? Yes. RAF. Real American Freestyle Pro Wrestling.
I think it's going to be the most racist wrestling company on the planet.
Maybe we'll see Vince McMahon there.
Yes, he will.
JM Beer with a new membership. Thank you, JM. Appreciate you, brother. Drew Gilmore. What's up, brother? Hey, JD, OTS family. Been a while. Say some prayers as I may finally be getting an interview for my first professional marketing job opportunity. Bro, you're going to go kill it. You've killed it every other time you've said you're going for a job interview, bro, or getting a job. You're going to get this one. No doubt about it. This guy will be here next week saying, yeah, man, I got the job. I know. I know already.
Go get it. Go get it.
Who else we got here? We got Boz Wrench. We got Big Steve, Ashton Chevalier, new WWE Speed Champion, El Grande Americano. Yeah, Chad Gable is very pleased with his comrade there. Good for him. Eric L, because I'm not going to pronounce your last name, bro. I'll butcher it. $50 super chat. Why do we care about Eliminator matches? Who cares? This show is horrible. Nobody cares, bro. It's just a fucked up way to make things feel important when they really are not.
Eliminators, $100,000 matches.
It's fucking smoke and mirrors, bro. They're fucking clueless. Keith Hobson with 13 months. I think that they was a great, good, subpar. Never mind. The death of AEW is coming soon on Peacock. Bro, they lasted 5 years. I don't think they'll be around for another 5. Just me. Sarit Mohanty with a 25 months. Do you both feel AEW should replace men's trios division with a women's tag division? Or do you think the women's tag division is not worth it? Bro, I would eliminate more titles than you could even fucking imagine. Continental title. Where's the international championship? Has that been defended? Who is even the international champion? Do we know who the international champion is?
Who is the AEW International Champion?
According to Wikipedia, the AEW International Championship is a professional wrestling championship created and promoted by the American promotion All Elite Wrestling.
They don't know. They don't know.
Chad, who's the Kenny? Oh, that's right, man. That's how fucking irrelevant this show is, man. I don't even remember Kenny Omega. Oh my goodness, man. Yes, thank you. Hyper Bear said Mercedes.
Mercedes. Is he wrong? Is he wrong?
Man. Bro, the trios title's got to go away. The Continental title's got to go away. And no women's tag team titles. And they can barely book a fucking singles title. You want tag team titles? Do you see what they're doing in WWE? Saret, thank you, brother. Triple M, what's up, man? $5 super chat. New Land Beyond and GMs is nuts. Ride of the non-grind begins. Pre-ordered Edge of Fate. Now we prep and wait. Hope everybody has a great week. Bro, I'm going to be on tomorrow, man. We got to run some expert dungeons there, bro.
New Land Beyond and GMs is brilliant because you can't die. If you die, it's over.
Yeah.
Well, unless you're in a fire team.
Yeah. I didn't pre-order it yet.
Solo. If you solo a GM, My God, New Land Beyond is a killer, man.
Yeah. Yeet with a $4.99. Every time they have tournaments, their weekly shows are boring as far as story-wise. Yes, I agree. I agree, bro. Boss Top Rich with a $1.99. He simply says, free Sheeta. She hasn't wrestled since November, bro.
Fuck that. I saw a graphic for Deonna Purrazzo is going to wrestle on Ring of Honor.
Who?
True story.
Who's wrestling Deonna?
Who she wrestle? Oh, I don't know her name.
Deonna's wrestling on Ring of Honor?
Yeah, she's
Wow.
advertised to wrestle on Ring of Honor. Here, I'll tell you right now.
Hellfire Kai with a 5. Will Mercedes beat Jay Cargill's undefeated streak? We're coming pretty close. We're about halfway there. Chris Glover with a 10. He leaves me a super emoji con. Thank you, bro. And Justin with a $4.99. Coming up from Decatur to House of Glory. Hope to shake hands with you all. Much love. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate you, bro.
Ashley Vox.
I know Ashley Vox.
She's wrestling Ashley Vox on Ring of Honor.
Great.
Pure Rules match.
You know who's going to be watching, Jesse?
Not me.
Not me. Poor Deonna. Anything
you know, I would be watching if she was on my damn television.
Yeah, yeah. Anything you want to add, bro, before we get out of here?
No, man. Let's get out of here.
Jesse's done.
If you are not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I'll work on getting the missing Collision Corner out at some point. I did that damn show. I'm getting it out there.
Jesse's done, folks. Thank you guys for the great stream, man. Thank you for the tremendous support. You guys are fucking unbelievable, man. Best community in the space, bar none. We blew away the goal for the Super Chats. Triple M will be on tomorrow. Brother, I will be on all day. I got literally nothing to do, so grind begins tomorrow. I did GMs all day today. I got myself a god roll for that pulse rifle, and I'm good to go, man. Dungeons all day. So thank you guys very much. Appreciate you all. Follow me on social media. Follow Jesse on social media at JDfromNY206, at Chi-Town Smart. Go check out the content on the channel. Plenty of it. Great shows. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. And leave me a comment down below. Helps us out in the algorithm as well as the thumbs up. Guys, I'll see you live again on Friday for SmackDown right here on Off the Scripts. And remember, we are the best of the best of the best. I'll see you guys later.